continues. As we get ready here, 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Nessheim offset in the backfield. Bloom on the right side of Myler. Myler in the shotgun, getting ready. Takes a low snap, handoff to Bloom up the middle, goes around the left side at the 20. And now he'll get up for about a first down, it looks like. Turns on a little bit of the Jets there. Pushed out of bounds right around the first down marker. Ball's actually at about the 33. My bad, I was about 10 yards off there. But 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left, same set. Myler in the shotgun. Takes a snap, fake handoff. Curl route to Slesher, caught at the 40, goes out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. First down, Mount Horeb. Clock ticking down now at 11:39 here. Ball placed on the near side hash mark. 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Same set. Almost a similar set as the Sauk Prairie team, but not quite, just a little off-center. Myler, another low snap, handoff to Bloom. He's going around the right side. He's at the 40, 45, cuts up, knocked out of bounds at about the 47 for a gain of about 5. And now here with me, my partner, Alex Shields. How's it going, buddy?
It's going pretty good. I can't hear you through this headset, Hop. Sorry about that.
That's all right. No big deal there. We're having some technical difficulties, but that's all right. 3 receivers on the left. Nessheim on the right side is the tight end. Myler in the gun as usual. Bloom on his left side. Getting ready. The ball being blown into play here. Now Myler ready for the snap. Myler low snap again. Handoff to Bloom up the middle. Puts his head down. Gets 1. Put his head down and really tried to blow through that line, but not too much doing. So we'll have about a 3rd and 5, ball on the 48-yard line. Play already ready to go here. Receiver on the right, 2 on the left. Nessheim the tight end on the right side. Bloom on the right side. Fake handoff. Myler looking right, goes right. Caught by Jackson Rose. He's at the 45 of Sauk for a first down. Gets down to about the 42-yard line of Sauk there, and that's where the ball will be placed.
That's something you're going to see a lot with the Vikings tonight. Short passes towards the outside. Good catch and way to get out of bounds without getting tackled there. Good play.
2 receivers on the right, 2 on the left. Bloom on the right side of Myler. Myler, a flag is in the air as the snap. Might be an illegal formation or false start. Maybe looks to be an offsides, actually. We'll await this call here. And that's what it'll be. So either it's going to be an offsides. Got the official word there, the official marking. And it's going to be 1st and 5 Mount Horeb. Ball at about the 37-yard line of Sauk Prairie, and Mount Horeb doing a great job so far. Just a few plays, and they're already moving the ball down the field. Receiver on the right, 3 on the left. Bloom on the left side of Myler. Myler in the shotgun. Takes a snap, looks left, throws left. But Ryan Vogel, just out of his reach, gets hit after he comes down in the air. Incomplete, so about 2nd and 5 here.
And a tall reach at that. Ryan Vogel's got a long arm. Vertical is what you call it?
You bet it is.
Thanks.
Mount Horeb looking for the play on the sideline, ready to go. 3 receivers on the left. Nessheim on the right side is the tight end. Bloom on the right side. Myler takes another low snap, bobbled, handoff to Bloom up the middle. He's at the 35, pushing. Won't get much more, probably down to the 34. That's going to be 3rd and 2, 3rd and short. 3 receivers on the left. Nessheim the tight end on the right side. Bloom on the right side of Myler again. Myler ready to go already. Myler takes a snap. Handoff to Bloom up the middle. 35. He's down to the 30. Breaks a tackle. 25. Carries the defender down to about the 22-yard line of Sauk for a first down. Matt Bloom continuing the success that he had last week against Baraboo. Mount Horeb already ready to go. 3 receivers on the left. Next time on the right side is the tight end. Bloom on the right side of Myler. Myler takes a snap. Handoff to Bloom up the middle. He's at the 20. He's looking to get his way down to about the 16-yard line, where we'll be 2nd and about 3 or 4.
That's something you don't see that often. Bloom falling back on the play instead of falling forward.
He's really physical with his running last week. Did a great job. 3 receivers on the left. Next time as the tight end on the right side. Bloom on the right side of Myler. Myler in the shotgun. Myler's dropping back. Looks right. Goes with the wheel route out of the backfield. Lays out Matt Bloom. Can't get it. In the end zone would have been a touchdown, but instead we'll have 3rd and about 3.
And that looked like a good defensive play from that safety, hitting him right as he came in touch with the ball.
The wheel route out of the backfield that we see in so many touchdowns on. Receiver on the right, 2 on the left. Nessheim on the right side. Left side is the tight end. Bloom on the right side of Myler. Myler handoff up the middle. He's at the 15, down to about the 13. Might have enough for a first down. Might need the chains on this one. We'll see. It's going to be called a first down. 9:47 remaining. Ball in about the Sauk 13-yard line for a 1st and 10. Mount Horeb, no score. 9:47 remaining here in this first quarter. Mount Horeb really working this clock. 2 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Nessheim offset on the left side of the tight end. Handoff to Bloom. Fake handoff to Bloom. Over the middle, Jackson Rose. He is tackled over the middle. It's going to be close to another first down, if it isn't already, but it looks to be about a 2nd and short. 2nd and 6 inches even. 2 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Low snap, Myler. Hand off to Bloom. A keeper, he got me. A keeper, touchdown Mount Horeb. Myler took it himself after the low snap was almost tackled. The handoff to Bloom, he faked everybody, I think, in the stadium out, kept it himself, and scored the touchdown.
That's very similar to that Wanakee game we had a few games ago, or maybe 4 games ago. We announced it on the game, too, a handoff to Bloom, but nope, we fooled everybody.
Riley Berg now on to kick this extra point. Brady Gassman, the holder. Everybody set up. The snap, the hold, it's up, and it's through. He could have kicked that one from about 30 on. It would have gone through. We're down to 9:15 left here in this first quarter. Mount Horeb up 7-0. We're going to be right back.
Odds and Ends is Mount Horeb's custom screen print and embroidery shop. Odds and Ends provide quality garments and more to support your team or business needs. Stop in for all your Mount Horeb Viking spirit wear or talk with Teresa about fundraising ideas. Located on 205 North 8th Street in Mount Horeb, call 437-8555 or visit oddsandends.net. Tell them Blaine and Joey sent you.
Wisco Radio, home of the Mount Horeb Vikings.
Welcome back. Mount Horeb 7, Sauk Prairie nothing. Clock at 9:15 here in this first quarter. A quick touchdown drive from Mount Horeb. Not even 3 minutes. Cade Johnson going to have his stats in a little bit. That was about an 85-yard drive for the Max Myler rushing touchdown, about 3 yards. And Mount Horeb's ready to boot this one away. Riley Berg taking over the kicking in these since the Baraboo game last week and now into this week from Josh Beyer. The senior Riley Berg took it from a sophomore, and Berg's back and ready to boot it. And it's away. A short one. Bounces at about the 32. Taking it at the 30. He's at the 35-40. Spins off of Berg. He's at the 50. 45-40. And that's where he'll be taken down. He even took the referee out with him. Maybe even got down to the 37, it looks like. And that's where Sauk will start this drive at the 37 of the Mount Horeb side of the field.
Yeah, that play did not work out well for the Vikings. End-over-end kick that was very, very short. And just bad blocking, bad tackling, or bad block shedding, bad tackling from the Vikings.
It's all right. Sauk in a huddle-up offense, something we don't see yet. So I'll get a breath in every once in a while here. Receiver on the right. An interesting setup here. Two backs in the backfield. One on the left side of the quarterback's on the shotgun. He'll let this one go deep. It's a little miscommunication. Intercepted by Bama Doyle at about the 5-yard line. First down, Mount Horeb.
Well, if he was throwing it to Bama Doyle, he was wide open for the catch. That is his 3rd interception for the year.
Yeah, 2nd in the last 2 games, having one last week off a tip pass from Trey Reckner. Mount Horeb first down with 8:55 remaining here in this first quarter. Ball's at about the 9-yard line. That's where Mount Horeb will start this offense. Mount Horeb getting the play from Coach Rohr. Interesting play there. That interesting setup is hard to call out and hard to visualize, I'm sure. I'll try and get better at it as I go, but first we'll have this Mount Horeb back on the field. 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Bloom on the left side of Myler. Offset in the backfield, just off the tackle, is Tarek Nessheim. Myler, the fake handoff, tipped at the line, it looks like. In and out of the hands of Graham Schlescher as he tried to go to the ground for it. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. About the 8-yard line is where this one will start. Ready to go already, even off the incompletion. Same setup here. This time just moves to the left side. Handoff here to Bloom. He's around the left end. Tries to go down, doesn't. He's at the 10-15, gets to the 17. Breaking a tackle on his way there. He's going to be close. It's going to be 3rd and about 2 or 3 here. Mount Horeb going from right to left in this booth. And they're already ready to go. 2 receivers on the right. Same setup. Nessheim actually on the line as a tight end this time. Bloom on the left side of Myler. Myler ready to go. Changing the play now. Bloom moves to the right side of Myler. Myler takes the snap. Handoff to Bloom up the middle. He's got a hole. He's at the 20. Lowers his head down to the 22. And another Mount Horeb first down. Clock ticks down to about 8:15 now. Already ready to go. Mount Horeb again. 2 receivers on the right, receiver on the left. This time offset off the tackle, a step in the backfield on the left side. Fake handoff to Bloom. Myler looking. Now stepping up in the pocket. Going to try and make a move. He does. Goes around. He's at the 25. He's at the 30. He makes a move, gets a block, and he's at the 35, and that's where he'll run out of bounds. A 15-yard scramble and a Mount Horeb first down.
That's something we see in almost every game. Myler extending the play and then making the play. He's really quite a playmaker.
He is a very talented athlete, he is. 2 receivers on the left. Nessheim on the line is the tight end. Bloom on the right side of Myler. Receiver on the right side also. Myler takes a snap, handoff around the left side to Bloom. He's got a few blockers. He's at the 35, gets a block up to the 40, gets through, knocked out of bounds at about the 45. Mount Horeb almost back into Sauk Prairie territory, and it's going to be 2nd and short. After the interception, Bama Doyle reading the play well, and a little miscommunication helps out. 2 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Nessheim a step off the line as the tight end. Bloom on the left side of Myler. Myler looking, right side, curl route to Graham Slush. He's at the 50, makes a move down to the 45 of Sauk Prairie, and it's going to be another Mount Horeb first down.
Just a little juke step, and Schlescher was able to take it past the defender. Quite nice.
Mount Horeb up 7-0. About 7:46 here now. 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Nessheim about a step off, a little offset from the line. And now we have an official timeout, it sounds like. Or maybe even a Mount Horeb timeout. One official pointing to the Mount Horeb sideline. Something's going on. Looks like Matt Bloom's shoulder pad just poking out a little, so they'll make sure he's all nice and tucked in and safe.
Howdy.
And we'll get ready to play some more football. 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Nessheim just offset, a step off the line. In a 2-point stance. Bloom on the left side of Myler. Fake handoff. Myler now rolls out right. Lets it go for Jackson Rose, just out of his reach. Incomplete. Ball at about the 46-yard line here. That's where it'll be 2nd and 10. On the 46 of Sauk Prairie. Already ready to go. Interesting to see. A lot of hustle coming out of this Mount Horeb team early this senior night it is here in Mount Horeb. 3 receivers on the right. Nessheim the tight end on the left side. Bloom on the right side of Myler. Myler the senior quarterback. Handoff to Bloom up the middle. Gets a little bit of a seam. He's at the 45, 40, 35. And that'll be a first down. He gets down to about the 34 of Sauk Prairie. Mount Horeb running, passing the ball both well here. And they're ready to go again. 3 receivers on the right, same setup. Nessheim the tight end on the left side. Bloom on the right side of Myler. Bloom the senior running back. Myler awaiting the snap now. Gets it. Handoff to Bloom again. He's at the 40, 35. Churning those
A couple
legs.
top 10 showdowns in Division 1 headline the Week 4 high school football schedule. I'm Travis Wilson, and this is a Wisports.net Minute brought to you by RallyAroundUs.com. More high school sports news after this.
Coaches, are you looking for a simple way to fundraise for uniforms, preseason tournaments, equipment, or anything else? Check out Rally Around Us, an easy-to-use online service that makes fundraising the least of your worries. Athletes can build out contact lists with real-time donation alerts. Your supporters can donate right from their phones. You can build custom campaign pages, and everything flows seamlessly into an easy-to-use dashboard for you as a coach. Get your team started for free at RallyAroundUs.com. After all, no one really wants that cookie dough anyway.
It's hard to believe we're already more than a third of the way through the high school football season, with Week 4 set to kick off this weekend. The schedule is highlighted by a couple top 10 showdowns in Division 1. Top-ranked Muskego will put its 40-game winning streak on the line against 5th-ranked Mugwanago in our Quick Trip Game of the Week. One of the best rivalries in the Fox Valley area finds 6th-ranked Appleton North traveling to 3rd-ranked Kimberly. There are some really good small school games in the central part of the state. While Edgar lost a close non-conference game to rival Stratford a couple weeks ago, the Wildcats are still the top-ranked team in Division 7, and they'll travel to D6's second-ranked team Colby this week for control of the Merriwood Conference. Upstart Wittenberg-Burnham Wood has been one of the most impressive and surprising teams of the early going, and the Chargers get another huge test as they'll travel to D5 second-ranked Amherst. In other rivalry games this week, Plymouth and Kewaskum will do battle in the East Central Conference, while Toma and Sparta meet up for the 115th time, as Toma leads the all-time series 67-41 with 6 ties. Beaver Dam and Watertown square up for the 99th time, while Kiel and New Holstein meet up for the 75th meeting between these schools, separated by just 5 miles. This has been a Wisports.net Minute. Check us out online at wisports.net and search iTunes for the WSN podcast.
Are you ready?
Lead. Frederickson open for 3 in the corner. Shot is good. 10-2. Haig skips over to Frederickson on the left wing. 3 is up. Shot is good. Frederickson answers back. Vikings take the lead. 25-23.
Bringing you the Viking Sports Network live on your computer or mobile device.
Crosses over to his left, drives the lane, goes up strong, tough shot off the rim, and bounces in! And Myler heading to the free throw line for a 3-point play opportunity. 1:02 remaining fourth quarter. Myler looks to drive in the lane, goes up strong off the glass and in. Vikings take the lead. Lazar to inbound, gets it into Epping, back to Lazar, 10 seconds remaining. Lazar dribbles from right, gets it to Epping, flips it to Frederickson, fakes the 3, now looks to drive. Shot fake, tough 3 is up, and good! Oh my goodness! Frederickson the lead for the win! Reckner at the free throw line. 7.2 seconds played. First one is up off the back iron, no good. Rebound, Mueller, 6 seconds to play. Gets it to Thomas, left side. Shot to Kelsey is up and no good. Rebound, Myler, and the Vikings are heading to the state semifinal for the first time since 1941 as the Vikings get over the hump and are heading to the Kohl Center.
And a beautiful good evening to you from Mount Horeb, Wisconsin, as the Portage Warriors traveling to Mount Horeb to take on Mount Horeb-Barneveld Vikings. And a good evening to you once again from Mount Horeb. Blaine Bestel, Jack Goodwin, Will Imbus on the call tonight for you, as we have 3-0 undefeated Portage Warriors taking on the 3-0 undefeated Mount Horeb-Barneveld Vikings. So we have a Badger small showdown tonight here in Mount Horeb, and we're not going to skip a beat. We're going to hop right into the Portage Warriors, take a look at some of their stats. Week 1 took on Adams Friendship with a 31-0 victory over Adams Friendship. Week 2, looking at Whitewater, 56-0, a victory in their column. And then week 3 is when they start hitting those Badger small teams. Played Stoughton and narrowly scooched that one out, 22-20. So the Portage Warriors once again undefeated overall here in the Badger small. One thing to note, Portage has outscored their opponents 109-20, so that's something to look for tonight when we get to our keys to the game here, boys. Coming a little bit later, one thing to look for is, can the Mount Horeb defense, who has been relatively lights out on the stoppage here from opposing teams, can they stop this Portage Warriors teams who've outscored teams 109-20? Obviously, Portage on the defensive side themselves have had some success, 2 shutout games this season, and they have themselves have had quite the game on the ground as well. 9 rushing touchdowns so far this season compared to 2 receiving touchdowns. So we're going to see Portage really hit that ground hard, I think, tonight against Mount Horeb. Run the ball down the gridiron, and we'll see what they can do here. We have 2 undefeated teams playing in Mount Horeb. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll talk about some Mount Horeb-Barneveld stats and what it looks like for them in their undefeated season so far in the Badger Small. You're listening to Vikings football right here on Wisco Radio.
Doctors Steve Samuelson and Lauren Taw are your local eye care professionals. Samuelson Eye Care provides the highest quality optometric care for both adults and children in a friendly, comfortable, and professional environment. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes. So contact Samuelson Eye Care at 437-3377. That's 437-3377 to schedule an exam today. You'll be glad you did.
All of us love sports, but not all sports are created equal. College sports have big budgets, dedicated alumni networks, and corporate sponsorships. Professional sports have even deeper pockets. Millionaire owners, lucrative TV and radio deals, and merchandise sales. High school sports have you. Everyone agrees high school sports give us plenty of reasons to cheer. And now's a great time for us to give back. Supporting your hometown high school won't cost you much, but it will go a long way to ensuring the games we love the most are here to stay. Wisconsin high school sports. They're good for our kids, good for our community, and best of all, they're good for you.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Dr. Steven Samuelson and Lauren Ta are your local eye care professionals. Any time of year is a great time to schedule your optical exam and your eye care needs. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes, so contact Samuelson Eye Care, 437-3377 to schedule your eye exam today. 437-3377. You'll be glad you did.
Welcome back here to Mount Horeb. 6:47 left on the clock here before we have a kickoff. Portage Warriors taking on the Mount Horeb-Barneveld Vikings here in Mount Horeb. Two undefeated teams in the Badger Small. Let's take a look at the Mount Horeb-Barneveld side of things now on the field. A couple big games for Mount Horeb-Barneveld. Like I said, 3-0. Had a wonderful season opener against Monroe. Excuse me, not a season opener. That was Racine Catherine out in Racine, but home opener, I should say, against Monroe. A couple weeks ago, went into overtime. Fantastic game to watch. One of the better games of high school football I know we've seen in a long time. But looking at last game, took a Sauk Prairie Eagles football team to the house. And I'd say the star of that one is going to be number 2, Trenton Owens, the sophomore for Mount Horeb. 2 touchdowns, 188 rushing yards against Sauk Prairie Eagles. So he had himself a wonderful night as a sophomore. And throwing the ball, Colton Schaller, 145 yards passing, had a receiving touchdown himself that night. Wyatt Dino caught the ball in the end zone as well, the senior for Mount Horeb. Excuse me. Tyler Beekner had a touchdown, and freshman Christopher Keel had a touchdown as well against the Eagles, securing that victory. Defensive side of things, though, for the Vikings was just as successful as the offense. Defense, 14 tackles for losses against Sauk Prairie. 5 sacks for them, and only allowed Sauk Prairie to have 5 or 6 first downs the entire game. We were going into the first half, the end of the first half, and Sauk Prairie had only had one first down. So that is a huge mark for this Mount Horeb-Barneveld defense. And can they do it again tonight against a team who has 9 rushing touchdowns, 2 touchdowns in the air? We'll see if they can. But we'll get to that here in a second. We got about 4:42 left on the clock. When we come back, we'll have some keys to tonight's game. Once again, 2 undefeated teams on the gridiron tonight. Portage Warriors and the Mount Horeb-Barneveld Vikings. Coming back right after this, you're listening to Vikings Football on Wisco Radio.
Mount Horeb Utilities is a locally owned, not-for-profit utility dedicated to the community it serves. Providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb, our hometown team is customer-focused and service-oriented, looking out for the community's best interests. At Mount Horeb Utilities, we are committed to keeping Mount Horeb a great place to live, work, and play. For more information on how Mount Horeb Utilities energizes our community, visit MountHorebUtilities.com.
Are you in need of chiropractic services? Dr. Joe Ryan at Mount Horeb Chiropractic will provide the finest chiropractic care to each and every patient. Dr. Ryan uses advanced spinal correction and chiropractic adjustments utilizing state-of-the-art techniques. Dr. Ryan has years of training, expertise, and experience in helping patients get relief from their back pain, neck pain, and other related conditions. Located at 1840 Business Highway 18151 next to Pizza Hut, or call 608-437-0099 to set up an appointment today.
Wisco Radio, the leader in Wisconsin prep sports.
Did you know that one of the top global providers of 3D printing and additive manufacturing services is located right here just outside of Mount Horeb? Since 2001, Midwest Prototyping has been creating parts and prototypes for companies worldwide. To learn more, visit MidwestProto.com. Midwest Prototyping proudly supports Mount Horeb students through internships, technical education programs, and athletics. Go Vikings!
The Grand Stay Hotel and Suites is a brand new hotel in Mount Horeb. The Grand Stay caters to business and leisure travelers and is ideal for individuals and families. In a convenient location near Madison, Grand Stay is also a great option for guests visiting neighboring Barneveld or Epic Systems in Verona. We offer clean, comfortable rooms, free hot breakfast, an indoor pool, hot tub, and a 24-hour fitness center. To see pictures, visit grandstaymount.horeb.com. Book online or call 608-437-5200 to make your reservation today.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
What's your favorite high school sports memory? A late-inning rally? A game-winning shot? A photo finish? Maybe it's a pep rally or a pregame ritual. Maybe it's the euphoria of a late-night bus ride home after a hard-fought win. Maybe it's having pizza with teammates after the game. Now, imagine if it never happened at all. School sports need your help. With budgets getting tighter, it's more than the games that are on the line. It's all the traditions, the community pride, the culture of your hometown high school, plus all those memories that are on the line too. What can you do? It's simple. Buy a ticket when you can. Go to a game. Take the whole family. Let's do everything we can to keep those cherished school sports memories alive.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
When the stadium lights go on, you know it's time for Mount Horeb-Barneveld Football, and that's where you'll find Mark Norman and Associates. As a parent and local business owner, Mark knows the importance of supporting high school athletics, the athletic program, and Mount Horeb-Barneveld Football. Mark Norman and Associates also knows the importance of buying or selling your property. At First Weber of Mount Horeb, Mark Norman and Associates want to help you find the perfect home in the area, whether it be in the town or in the country. For the expertise and the experience you need, call 608-575-3393 or visit them online, marknorman.firstweber.com.
This is Wisco Radio.
Welcome back to Mount Horeb High School as Mount Horeb-Barneveld Vikings taking the field here in Mount Horeb. Clock's at 0. We're going to get some quick keys to the game in before we head to one final break. Will, I know we were talking a little bit here during the pregame, but what is your key to the game here? If you're Mount Horeb, what does Mount Horeb need to do to win this game tonight?
I think for sure, for starters, they need to stop the run and, up front, win the battle at the line. Obviously, as you see, Portage has 9 rushing touchdowns on the year already. So winning that battle up front will be really good, big key.
Absolutely, and with that, we'll take one more break here before game time. You're listening to Vikings football on Wisco Radio.
Mount Horeb Utilities is a locally owned, not-for-profit utility dedicated to the community it serves, providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb, Our hometown team is customer-focused and service-oriented, looking out for the community's best interests. At Mount Horeb Utilities, we are committed to keeping Mount Horeb a great place to live, work, and play. For more information on how Mount Horeb Utilities energizes our community, visit MountHorebUtilities.com.
Want to listen to Wisco on the go? Download our app from your phone's app store.
Doctors Steve Samuelson and Lauren Taw are your local eye care professionals. Samuelson Eye Care provides the highest quality optometric care for both adults and children in a friendly, comfortable, and professional environment. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes. So contact Samuelson Eye Care at 437-3377. That's 437-3377 to schedule an exam today. You'll be glad you did.
Now, back to the action. Right here on Wisco Radio.
Welcome back to Wisco Radio. Portage Warriors and Mount Horeb-Barneveld Vikings taking the field tonight in this undefeated matchup in the Badger Small. Will, I know one of the things you just said was going to be keeping that defense for the Vikings locked down. Portage, we know, is going to run the ball. 9 rushing touchdowns so far for them this season. Jack, kind of going over to you, though. What is your key to the game here for Mount Horeb? If they want to win tonight, be undefeated, going into a game against Baraboo, who is also currently undefeated in the Badger Small, what do they need to do tonight to get the victory?
So far, Mount Horeb, they've had a pretty strong 3-and-out. I think the one game that I've watched so far this season, their passing was working really well. Their running worked really well, too. Maybe just consists of both.
Absolutely. Being a versatile team is going to be absolutely crucial here for Mount Horeb. As we get things started to be underway. Got 12 minutes on the clock. We mentioned here in our pregame, Colton Schaller, a touchdown against Sauk Prairie last game, 145 passing yards. Trenton Owens was the star player for MHB. 2 touchdowns, 188 yards on the ground for him, leading the team. Tyler Beekner had a touchdown, 64 rushing yards last game. Number 22, the junior for the Vikings. Leads the Vikings in rushing touchdowns, and we'll see if he can do it again once again tonight.
Kickoff for the Vikings.
Shelfeffer on the kick. And received here by Portage. Good start for the Warriors as they get across the 50-yard line. And fantastic starting field position for them. Starting at the Mount Horeb-Barneveld Vikings 46-yard line.
Brought down by Gavin Bazzala. Ball placed at the Mount Horeb-Barneveld 46-yard line was 1st and 10 Warriors.
Gavin Thompson going to be under center here for the Portage Warriors. Not without a false start, though, for the Portage Warriors.
False start is the call against the Warriors.
Well, moving back 5 yards. So now a position once was in the Mount Horeb-Barneveld side of the field is now going to be in the Portage Warriors side, 49-yard line. And I think we're ready to play. 8 seconds ticked off the clock there already. Handoff to Bruette. Going to go to the left side, tackled to be by number 33. That's going to be Gavin Bazzala. Gavin Bazzala, the senior for Mount Horeb-Barneveld, having a good game on both sides of the ball. Had a 54-yard catch against Sauk Prairie. When he catches it, he catches big. 2 receptions so far this year for Gavin Bazzala, 37 yards per reception for him. Thompson under center, fakes the handoff. Looking to find, that's going to be what looks to be number 7, Erickson, the senior tight end. He's going to take that all the way down to the 16-yard line of the Vikings. Minutes run off the clock, and Portage is within striking distance in the red zone.
Ball's at the 16, where it's 1st and 10 Warriors.
11:06 on the clock. Portage coming up to the ball. Thompson once again fakes the handoff over Brett. Tackled right off the rip, though. Let's see if we can get a number on that one. Steinhoff with the official tackle.
No gain on the play.
10:40 and rolling. No gain there for the Warriors. 2nd and 10 at their own 16. First quarter, 2 undefeated teams here, 3-0 in this Badger Small. Facing off. Only one's going to be coming out undefeated. Let's see who it is. Fakes the handoff once again as Thompson. Thompson looking, is rolling. That's going to be Starr, who has plenty of room to run into the end zone. And a touchdown for Portage. Starr, Jordan Starr, the senior fullback, brings it in for Portage. 10-15, a quick score. As Portage running for 2. Looks like they're going to have plenty of room for that one as they lead. Portage leads 8-0 early here in this first. 10:15 left on the clock. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Vikings get a chance to rebuttal here in Mount Horeb.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Wisconsin.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Find all previous stats, replays of past games, and weekly podcasts covering all Vikings athletic action by going to wiscoradio.com and clicking under the Archives podcast tab.
Welcome back here to Mount Horeb. Hopner on the kick, received there by Owens. Owens gets a couple yards under his belt, going to be stopped at the 35 of Mount Horeb-Barneveld, and that's where the Vikings will start their first drive.
Trent Owens on the return.
That was a quick score there for Portage. Only wound about under 2 minutes worth of time off the clock. Only 4 plays for Portage. Gets them 8 points on the board. And now it's the Vikings' turn to strike back. Schaller, 2 right, 1 left. He's going to hand off to Buechner. Tries to find the gap on the right-hand side. Doesn't look like he's going to be brought up. Maybe he gets a yard on that one. About a yard there for Buechner.
Pick up a 2 on the play. 2nd and 8.
Be 2nd and 8 here now for the Vikings. Schaller looks. It's going to find Elst. I think the intended target there was Elsad, but flies way over the hands. Now it's going to be 3rd and 8 for the Vikings.
Elstead, the intended receiver.
Elstead was the intended receiver there. He's got a touchdown on the season for Elstead. The 5'10 sophomore got 91 yards as well in his book. 9:34 on the clock. Schaller looking to the sideline for some guidance. Schaller under center to the right. One on the left. He's going to throw it over the center to Gavin Bazzala, who easily gets the first down. And like I said in the pregame, when he gets to Gavin, it's a big pass. Gavin Bazzala's not going for 2, 3, 4 yards. He's getting at least 10 under his belt every time. Gavin had two receptions up to this point, averaging 37. That one is going to be just a hair as we have offsides there from Portage. It's going to bring the Vikings 5 yards closer to the next first down. But as I was saying there, for Gavin Bazzala, 2 receptions, averaging 37 yards a reception. It's going to have 3. It's going to bring it down just a hair on that average, but he's at least getting 10 to 15 on every reception he's getting. 9-10, clock rolling. It's going to be hand up to Buechner on the left-hand side. He's going to try to find a gap. He does. Brought down there by Garrigan, the sophomore for Portage. Not going to be quite enough, though. It's going to be 2nd and 1, hoping to get just a hair further there for Buechner, unable to do so. You got 1 yard to go, sitting at the 40-yard line. Hand off to Buechner, plenty of room to run there. Easy first down there for Buechner, right up the center. Add another 5 to his stat sheet. 8:36. Ball sitting at the 34-yard line of the Portage Warriors. Rolling clock, 8:34. Schaller for the Vikings under center. And a false start looks to be against the Vikings, I think is going to be the call. Yep, you betcha. False start there for Mount Horeb. I didn't see anybody. I don't know if anybody else up here in the booth. Lane Bestel, Jack Goodwin, Will Imbus on the call. I didn't see anybody jump that line. I don't know. Did you guys see anybody?
I don't think so.
Yeah, we got some heads shaking up here in the booth.
1st and 15.
Either way, it's going to be 1st and 15 here for Mount Horeb. .8:24 rolling on the clock. Schaller going to try to hand off to Buechner. Running to the left, He's going to break a tackle. Excuse me, that's not Buechner. That's going to be Trenton Owens. Saw the 2, and I assumed it was going to be Buechner, but that's going to be Owens on the ball. Carpolinia on the tackle there for Portage. 2nd and 10 now for Mount Horeb. To the right, 1 on the left here. Schaller under center. He's going to take it himself unless he tries to get it. He's going to take it himself. He's going to get another 5, maybe give him 6, 5.5. He'll take it himself on the ground. It's going to be 3rd and about 4 or 5 maybe.
5 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 5.
There you go, 3rd and 5. Pick up a couple. 7:55 rolling clock. Portage 8, Mount Horeb-Barneveld 0 here in this first quarter of a Badger Small conference game. Looking for a little bit of help here from the sideline. Schaller. He's going to hand off to Owens. Owens almost tripped up. He's going to keep the move, though. Almost tripped up once again by Bleich of Portage.
Owens, the ball carrier.
And it's going to be 4th and short for sure. Let's see what it actually spots. Maybe 4th and 2. Looks like it is going to be 4th and 2 for the Mount Horeb-Barneveld Vikings. Can they do it? I think they have a good shot with Schaller under center. Who's going to be, it looks like to be Beekner on the possible reception here from the run. Elstad on the left-hand side. Beekner is going to take it. They're going to get easy 3 yards there. Going to keep moving the chains, and this is Mount Horeb-Barneveld football right here. Moving the ball up the field, nothing big. Had a good reception there from Gavin Bazala. Is going to be the biggest play so far of this drive at about 12 yards. But a 1st and 10 for the Mount Horeb-Barneveld Vikings at the 24-yard line. The Portage Warriors, Schaller looking. Beekner still right next to him. In motion is going to be, can't get a number on that one. Looks to be number 9 there, Steinhoff. Didn't get anything on that one. No gain on the play for Steinhoff.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 here for the Vikings. 6-16 and rolling in this first quarter. Schaller. Hand off to Beekner through the middle again. Tries to find a gap. Doesn't have a whole lot of room to run. It's going to gain another 2-3 yards, though. Maybe make it 2, but there is going to be some laundry on the field. We'll see what the official call is going to be here. Clock stops at 5:50. Portage over the Mount Horeb-Barneveld Vikings here, 8-0 in this first quarter. 3rd and 10 pending a flag on the field right now. Mount Horeb was kind of stalled out on offense just a hair here in this 5th first down for the Vikings of this drive. Ball on the 24-yard line. Portage is backing up, so I can only assume that it's going to be a Mount Horeb-Barneveld. It's going to be in favor of Mount Horeb-Barneveld, and it will be in favor of Mount Horeb-Barneveld as a personal foul.
Penalty moves the ball to the 11-yard line.
It's going to be called against Portage. No number stated, so we'll keep you updated on that one. But it's going to be to the 11-yard line of the Warriors. Puts Vikings in great position. 1st and 10 at the 11. It'll be Colton Schaller. Looks to hand off to Beekner. Beekner tries to run all the way to the left on the edge. Doesn't get a whole lot of room. It's going to be a gain for, doesn't look like it's going to be a gain of anything there. No gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 here now for the Vikings. 5:36. Beekner, 6 rushing touchdowns, leading the Vikings so far in rushing touchdowns on the team. 55 rushes, 330 yards so far this season. Schaller wants to throw it. It's going to look, evades his tackle. It's going to get it picked off, though. That's going to be number 2 kicker for Portage, and that is going to be a sharp end to the Mount Horeb-Barneveld drive, which is looking relatively promising. And that will be how Mount Horeb-Barneveld ends that first drive. Couldn't quite get the score, but it's going to be 1st and 10 for Portage. Well, it was looking like a promising drive, offensive drive there for the Vikings. Slow and steady won the race for sure. Couldn't quite finish it as Portage is looking to march their way back down the field. Portage doesn't have fantastic field position. Has to go at least 80 yards or so as the first one comes up just a hair short.
Gain of 1 on the play. 2nd and 9.
Thompson only having 2 passing touchdowns here for Portage coming into this game, and within 2 minutes already had another one on the plate. So make that 3 for Thompson early off here in this first game. Pass from Thompson over to Erickson, complete. Easy first down there for Portage. They now sit at 34-yard line. Move the sticks. And the officials are talking about something. It looks like it might come back.
Legal man downfield is the call.
Legal man downfield for Portage, and boy, does that really take the air out of that sail. What was going to be a first down and some is now walking back for Portage. 4:40 on the clock here. One score on the board, 8-0. Mount Horeb-Barneveld Vikings trailing Portage at home. Portage coming out really strong. And now Portage, after that interception, finds himself second and deep. Probably about 15, 14, it looks like, is the official spot. Second and 14. Ball sitting at their own 11-yard line. Thompson looks to hand off. That's going to be Starr in the middle of the pack there. Tried to spin for a couple of extra yards, maybe gets a half a yard at most on that one. Third and about 13 is going to be where the Vikings sit here. Now if the Vikings can stop this Portage offensive drive, that puts them hopefully, ideally in a good field position after the punt. We'll see what they can do. 3rd and 13 now for the Vikings at the 13-yard line. Gavin Thompson. Under center there for the Warriors, looking. Rolls to the outside. He's going to find number 24 there for Portage. That's Carpolinia, and is that enough? It's boys that right at the stakes. They'll probably move it forward. They will. That's going to be a first down for Portage. Elsted on the tackle there for the Vikings. But a first down there for Portage. 3:40 on the clock, 1st and 10 for the Warriors. They get a fresh set of downs. Thompson hands off. Carpolina doesn't find a whole lot. It's going to be stopped right at the center there by, let's see who comes up on the tackle. That's going to be number 66 for the Vikings, Toby Meyer. Toby Meyer. Mayer, Meyer, Bayer, Bayer. There's so many Bayers and Byers and Mayers and Myers out there. 2:51 on the clock here. 2nd and 11 for the for the Warriors. Pass by Thompson, incomplete. Intended receiver was Kicker. 3rd and 11 now for the Vikings. Once again, another big stop here for the Vikings. Could be absolutely crucial. Ball sitting at the Portage 26-yard line, 3rd and 11. First quarter quickly winding down here, 2:45. Clock stopped. Portage heads to the line. Thompson gets the snap, flag thrown. It's going to be completed past the kicker at about the 39-yard line. That's going to be enough for a first down if it stays. We'll see what the flag is. It looks like it's going to be false start. So that's no good there for Portage. That's going to bring the ball back. Excuse me, illegal procedure was the official call against the Warriors. So that one's going to come back. That one's going to come back here for Portage. Ball now at the 21-yard line, it looks like, for Portage. Clock starting here, 2:31. That's going to give us a 3rd and 16, 3rd and 15, it looks like.
3rd and 16.
Oh, 3rd and 16. Got it right the first time. Third and 16 here for the Vikings. For the Warriors. Vikings at the line on defense. Thompson for Portage. Under center going to take the snap. It's going to probably find kicker here on the out route. Doesn't. It's going to take it himself. And is not going to get too far. Brought down out of bounds by a host of Vikings over there. Most notably probably Paul Matthews on the outside there. Going to bring down Thompson. Brings up 4th and long for Portage. Portage will probably need to give this one back to the Vikings. Got about 1:57 left here in this first quarter. Boy, has it been a quick one. First quarter coming in probably under 30 minutes. Portage on the kick. Steinhoff backfield to receive. Going to take a Portage bounce. And no chance there by Steinhoff. It's going to be Mount Horeb-Barneveld Vikings at the 36-yard line of the Mount Horeb-Barneveld Vikings. First drive from the Vikings. They had quite the drive, heading down to the 11-yard line and then throwing an interception. But it was a slow and steady win the race. They had probably about 8 minutes of possession in this first quarter. Had the ball for a number of times, just slowly marching the ball down the field and couldn't quite finish. See if they can do it this time. 1:47 on the clock. Colton Schaller under center here is going to hand off to Buechner. Buechner not going to get anywhere. And the Warriors have absolutely collapsed that gap for the last couple of drives there for the Vikings. Buechner not being able to find any room. They're actually going to take one away from the Vikings. It'll be 2nd and 11 at the 35 now. Got Steinhoff and Dino here on the near side. Schaller and Buechner. Under center, Schaller hands off to Buechner. Actually, Schaller's going to keep it himself. Buechner as the blocker is going to get up to the 40, 45, and a flag is thrown. Looks like maybe
Schaller, the ball carrier, flag on the play.
it's going to be a flag on Steinhoff. Or excuse me, not necessarily on Steinhoff, but on the battle of Steinhoff there in the backfield. But it was going to be enough for a first down there on Schaller. That's going to be a personal foul against Steinhoff. I'm not sure I see that one at all. Personal foul against Steinhoff on. I don't know, guys. I'm speechless. I don't know what to say on that one. I don't know, Jack. Did you see anything there? I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't see anything on that play.
Yeah, it looked. I mean, there's obviously just a natural battle happening in the backfield, but nothing that I could see as personal foul. But that is huge for the Vikings. What was going to be a first down gain there by Schaller is now going to be a second.
15.
So was. You know, it's one of those things where you wish you could be a wall or a fly on the wall down there, but it's going to be personal foul there. Back the Vikings up 3rd and 15 from deep. Schaller is going to air it out, has absolutely nobody there. Intended receiver there was going to be either Steinhoff or maybe Matthews there as well. It's going to be incomplete. 4th and long for the Vikings. So what was going to be a first down for the Vikings turns into a tough 4th down with only 28 seconds left on the clock here in this first quarter. tough position for the Vikings to be in. And I know that's one that probably the coaching staff, Sonhoff, would like to have back. Maybe one going to look back at here coming into the break here. But Schaller is going to send that one way down the field. Fantastic punt there by Schaller is going to end up, oh, it's still rolling. We'll put that one at the 11-yard line. What a kick there by quarterback Colton Schaller for the Vikings. 10-yard line as he punts that one from the 30 of his own field. Great work there by Colton Schaller. 17 seconds on the clock. Portage over the Vikings 8-0 as we near the end of this first quarter. Well, stay tuned here for the second quarter. We're going to give it over to our man Jack over here as he takes the rest of the game underway. 17 seconds left here in this first quarter. We've given him all the help that we can give him. No, it's to be. If you listened to the Monroe game, you heard a little bit of Jack in the fourth quarter as well as overtime in that game. So, been making his second Wisco Radio appearance here in just a few seconds. Thompson heads the ball over to Paul. That's going to be Isaac Paul, the senior for Portage. And that's going to be a first down there for Portage, but that's going to be the end of the first quarter. We're going to take a quick break. Score at the end of the first, Portage 8, Mount Horeb-Barneveld 0. You're listening to Mount Horeb-Barneveld Football right here on Wisco Radio.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
Wisco Radio, the leader in Wisconsin prep sports.
When the stadium lights go on, you know it's time for Mount Horeb-Barneveld Football, and that's where you'll find Mark Norman and Associates. As a parent and local business owner, Mark knows the importance of supporting high school athletics, the athletic program, and Mount Horeb-Barneveld Football. Mark Norman and Associates also knows the importance of buying or selling your property. At First Weber of Mount Horeb, Mark Norman and Associates want to help you find the perfect home in the area, whether it be in the town or in the country. For the expertise and experience you need, call 608-575-3393 or visit them online, marknorman.firstweber.com.
Want to listen to Wisco on the go? Download our app from your phone's app store.
All right, welcome back here to Mount Horeb-Barneveld, Portage and Mount Horeb-Barneveld on this one, and I'll hand it over to Jack for the second quarter.
Yeah, it's going to be a run for Portage. Didn't catch the number on that one.
Yeah, the Portage uniforms have been, it's white and black, which is actually, you would think not terrible, but it's hard to see here with the glare of the lights up in the press box. Mount Horeb-Barneveld has a beautiful red and black, which is extremely easy to see.
It's going to be a run up the middle. Looks like all the way to 28. That's going to be by number 6, it looks like, Jordan Starr.
Jordan Starr leading the Portage Warriors this season in touchdowns. Having a relatively quiet game so far. Nothing massive happening for Starr, but good season so far for him.
Looks like it's going to be a pass. It's going to number 2. It's going to be caught in an out route by number 2. Kicker with the catch. Looks like he got all the way to 41. No.
Well, let's see what they mark it down at. It could be.
It's about the 38.
Yeah, 37, 38.
Yeah. It's going to be a run up the middle for number 1. He's going to get all the way to the midfield. Good play by the Warriors.
Brett there for Portage, number 1, excuse me. The senior has got 3 touchdowns on his career. Also a relatively quiet night for him. He had a couple carries in that first drive, but nothing much after that.
It's going to be another run, number 1 to the senior. And it looks like he'll lose one there.
Just as I say that Bruette hasn't had much action, he gets 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Good work there by Bruette. He is going to lose one, though. 10:24 clock and counting.
It's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Warriors.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
It's going to be a pass this time. He's looking for number 2 in the out route again. And it's going to be complete again, but there's a flag on the play.
I think that's going to be a push-off, looked like by 2.
Flag on the play.
I think you're absolutely right there, Will. Kicker gave himself a little bit too much space, I think. We'll see what the actual ruling is here on the field. Absolutely will be. It's a little suspicious that when you find yourself with that much room, either you've completely blown coverage or you gave yourself a little bit too much of an extra push on offense, and that will be the call there, offensive pass interference for Portage.
Yeah, it definitely looked like he had more space than he should, but I mean, look at the first quarter. They've done that same out route a lot with him, and he's gotten open.
Looks like it's going to back them all the way up to their own 39-yard line.
2nd down for the Warriors.
It's going to be another pass. Looking for another out route. Number 2, Jaden Kicker with another out route catch. They can just not seem to stop you at this game.
They absolutely cannot. That's going to be the 3rd out route in a row. Obviously, that one just came back, but Kicker has run that exact same out route 3 times in a row. Not going to be nearly enough to get anywhere close to that 1st yard line. It's still 3rd and 18, it looks like, for Portage.
Maybe at this rate, they're just looking for a little deeper out route.
I think you have to right now. 3rd and 18 at the 41 of their own.
It's going to be another pass. The defense is getting some pressure on, but the QB is going to pull down and run it. And they're going to mark him down at the 46.
Yeah, fantastic pressure there by Mount Horeb-Barneveld defense, giving Thompson a little bit of pressure in the backfield. Not going to be nearly enough, though. And Thompson, the quarterback here for Portage, is going to bring them about up to the 46-yard line. And that's going to be 4th and long once again for Portage.
Looks like they're going to punt away here.
Give Mount Horeb-Barneveld another shot.
It's going to be a little shorter of a punt. And it's going to be a fair catch called by Steinhoff.
Fair catch called there by Steinhoff. It's going to start the looks like it's going to start the Vikings possession at the Mount Horeb-Barneveld 37. 37 is incorrect, I think. I think it's 27. I'm looking at that right?
Yeah, you're correct.
Yeah. They have 37 on the board right now, and it's definitely on the Mount Horeb-Barneveld side of the 30.
Looks like 27.
Yeah, it looks like it's 27, I think. All right. Yeah. Either way, Mount Horeb starting at the 27-yard line.
Yeah.
It's going to be a run right side to Trent Owens, and he breaks a tackle, fighting past midfield, all the way to the 45. What a play by Owens.
Absolute breakthrough play there by Trent Owens. And I think what probably could be a personal foul as well on the end of that one, as Owen is well out of bounds. He gets thrown down. I don't know. Vikings are really going to be wanting that one.
It's going to be another run right side. This time it's Tyler Beekner. And it looks like he'll get it to the 43.
Yeah, it looks like approximately. He'll give himself at least 2 yards on that one. Maybe, yeah, about 2 yards on the play there for Beekner. That Beekner-Owens combo in the back is really proven to be pretty promising there for the Vikings.
Yeah, and they both still, Owens still going to have 2 years left after this, and Beekner still got 1, so have it for next year too, hopefully. Oh, it's going to be a wide open receiver in the middle. Number 6, Wyatt Dunu. And he'll get down to the 18.
Man.
Nice play by Mount Horeb-Barneveld.
Yeah, Dino had a fantastic reception as well in Sauk Prairie against the Eagles in Sauk Prairie, giving himself a touchdown as well. Fantastic play there by Dino throughout the center.
Oh, it's going to be a bad snap. And thankfully, the quarterback, Colton Schaller, was able to get it back and just sit down.
Schaller able to control that one. That could have been, once again, deadly. Vikings within striking distance could have turned it over again.
Yeah.
Schaller able to control that one.
Loss of 4 on the play, brings up 2nd and 14.
7 o'clock and rolling on the clock right now for the Vikings.
Looks like it's going to be a fake run to Owens, and it looks like it's going to be a pass outside down the right side to Gavin Bazala.
Gavin Bazala, another fantastic reception for him. I think Gavin Bazala is kind of a sneaker player there for the Vikings. You know, they don't use him every drive, they don't use him every play, but when he does come in, he's absolutely is perfect in his execution every single time. Great work there by Bazala once again.
Yeah, every single play he's been in, and he's done something on the play.
Absolutely. He is a playmaker for the Vikings. And it looks like Paul Matthews, he's going to step out for a second. Bazala is going to come back in. I'm not sure what. Does Matthews have something on his pants maybe? He's got blood maybe? Can't see. He doesn't look to be injured or anything. He's just, officials signaled to him to get out. Either way, 6 minutes on the clock left here in this first half. Portage 8, Mount Horeb-Barneveld 0. Vikings, though, in the red zone.
Oh, it's going to be a fake run to Beekner. It's going to be a run right side for Colton Schaller. And it's going to be touchdown, Mount Horeb-Barneveld.
Fantastic keeper there by quarterback Colton Schaller. Puts another touchdown in his column. Puts Mount Horeb-Barneveld on the board, now within 2. Good work there by Schaller.
And it seems they're going to go for 2 here to be able to tie the game up.
Yeah, I think they should in this scenario. They've been relatively successful on 2. Had a couple unsuccessful attempts in Sauk, but no win tonight. It could go either way, but I think they're going to be going for it.
It's going to be a pass. He's looking for Paul Matthews, and he has him. The 2-point conversion is good for Mount Horeb-Barneveld.
And just like that, I mean, we were saying Mount Horeb almost had a fumble there in the red zone, had an interception on the other side of the field in the first quarter when they were getting close in the red zone. But just like that, Mount Horeb-Barneveld is back in it, all tied at 8 here in Mount Horeb between these two undefeated Badger small teams, the Portage Warriors and the Mount Horeb-Barneveld Vikings. Mount Horeb-Barneveld having a pretty solid start to their season so far. Obviously 3-0, we mentioned that a couple times, but won a dominant Racine State Cats game in Racine. Had a thrilling overtime victory here in Mount Horeb against Monroe. Monroe now no longer in the Badger conferences, but a great team nonetheless. And now a dominant victory against Sauk Prairie last week.
Yeah, let's see if they can pull off a 4th victory. They're both 3-0 currently. Only one team can go home with a win.
Absolutely, and that's going to bring up the question for next week. Mount Horeb-Barneveld is going to be traveling to Baraboo next Saturday. And so that will be, you know, depending on how Baraboo does, they're playing Stoughton tonight. That could be another fantastic game of the week.
Oh, it's going to be a short kick by Mount Horeb-Barneveld. Looks like they were trying to recover the onside, but it doesn't look like it seems to be too good of a kick by Shelfeffer.
Yeah, didn't
Too much
quite.
power.
Yeah.
Too much power, for sure.
Yep, a little bit too much oomph on that one by Shelfeffer. And they had a successful onside recovery against Monroe here at Mount Horeb 2 weeks ago, but couldn't quite pull this one off again as Shelfeffer. And so that's going to mark the ball at the 40-yard line. And that will be where the Portage Warriors start the drive.
Yeah, with that onside, remember, if they don't get it, they give the other team such good field position.
You know, and so it does, you know, begs the question, can you give it to the 30 and let them have 10 yards and then they start at the 40, or you just want to give it a shot and try and maybe start at the 45?
Exactly. Looks like it's going to be a run up the middle for number 6, Jordan Starr. Looks like he'll march forward for a few.
Starr giving him, I'll give him 2 on the field there. 5:30 and running is the clock here. All knotted at 8. 2nd and 9 for Portage.
Got 5:14 left in the second quarter so far. It's going to scramble outside the pocket for number 8, and it's going to be a little overthrown to number 7, looking for Christian Erickson. Just out of his reach.
It was just out of the reach, too. Looking at that one's almost like right at the tips. That could have been an easy reception there for Erickson.
Yeah, it looks like he had a little space maybe to get a first down, too.
Absolutely, and that's the thing. If he caught it, he was going. He had plenty of room for a first down. Nonetheless, it's incomplete. 5:05 left to go here in the second. 3rd and 9 at the 46-yard line of Portage.
Oh, it looks like it's going to be a foul start by the offense.
It looked like it was. It
sure
absolutely.
is. Yeah.
It looked like it was. It's kind of a mess in there. I couldn't really tell. It was a late stop, so we'll see. But it for sure is going to be false start against the Warriors.
Going to put them at the 41, making it 3rd and 14.
This is not the first time Portage has been in this 3rd and deep position in this game. Had 3rd and deep and obviously inevitably 4th and deep last drive. They're getting relatively familiar with this 3rd and long position.
Yeah. It's going to be a pass for number 8. Oh, and he was looking for number 2, Jaden Kicker, on the out route again. And it's going to be incomplete.
That time the Vikings had triple coverage against Kicker there. They knew exactly where that ball was going, and they said no thank you that time. 4th and long now for Portage. Only about a minute and a half ran off the clock there, and the Vikings are going to get the ball back with a good amount of time left here in the second. 4:35 on the clock.
It's me a punt by number 20. Owen's going to catch it at the 30, and he's going to run for about 10.
Transfer to return.
Last home game they had against the Cheesemakers, they had some time left in the second quarter. They were able to march right down the field.
Yeah, they wasted no time in that game, and I would anticipate they'll use a good chunk of this 4.5 minutes to get as close as they can to that end zone.
Yeah, it's all tied at 8 right now. Even a field goal will put them in the lead for now.
Well, and that's a good point. As I mentioned before, there's absolutely no wind. A absolutely beautiful night for football tonight. But that opens up the kicking game a little bit as well. You get into 10, 15, 20, even 25 yards away, you're in a good spot to launch that ball through.
Absolutely. Looks like there's going to be a little confusion on the sideline by Mount Horeb-Barneveld. Oh, it's going to be another bad snap. Thankfully, Colton Shallow is going to be able to pounce on that one.
Another high snap there from Mount Horeb-Barneveld. That's going to really push them back.
Yeah, making it 2nd and 16.
2nd and extremely long. They at least 15, 20, 21 maybe? Yeah, 21.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's the second high snap from the Vikings. It's been back-to-back drives where they've had those. So,
yeah. It's going to be a throw by Colton Schaller. Oh, he's scrambling under pressure, though. Fakes the throw, and he's able to scramble all the way to the 40.
Good run.
What an absolute run. Absolutely. In a tough position, is going to get at least 15 back on the scramble. 3rd and probably about 6 or 7. Let's see here. Maybe I was a little generous. 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9 there.
Mark him down right at the 40. They still got 3:43 left.
Wait.
It's going to be a throw by Colton Schaller. He's going to get took out as he throws it. It's going to be incomplete to Paul Matthews.
And Paul Matthews, the intended receiver for that one. And what was a valiant effort there by Schaller to get him back into 3rd and manageable. Is now unfortunately going to be 4th and 9, it looks like. Going to force the Vikings to have to punt again.
Oh, it's going to be a really low punt by Colton Schaller. But it still managed to roll quite a bit. He's getting some generous rolls tonight, getting all the way to the 27.
He really is. And Vikings are they've been in a relatively good field, starting position, back in the Warriors up to 30, 20 yards, of their own side of the field. They've really given themselves some room to run on defense here. So kudos to the Vikings on the kicking game, at least in special teams tonight. They've been firing on all cylinders.
It's going to be 1st and 10 for Portage. Lined up at the 26-yard line. It's going to be another pass to kicker. Wasn't quite an out route there. A little different route by him that time.
You got to spice it up a little bit. It can't be an out route every time.
Yeah, at one point they were just going to figure out. Looks like they did last time because they had triple coverage on them.
They absolutely did last time. Vikings read that one like a book. Running clock here now for Portage. 3 minutes exactly on the clock and rolling.
Looks like it's going to be 2nd and 6 for the Warriors. It's going to be a run up the middle by number 6, Jordan Starr.
Yeah, that's going to give them plenty of room to run here. And another first down for Portage. 2:51 clock stops while the chains move as it rolls. All knotted at 8 here. Warriors moving up the field.
It's going to be fake to one running back. It's going to be a run to the other one. Eric Burnett with the running back, and it looks like he'll get...
I think he'll get enough for another.
Yeah, almost in midfield. Mark him down at the 49, it looks like. 48.
Just shy. It looked like it was going to be good. It looks like he had that extra push, but that'll be just shy for Portage.
It's going to be a snap right away, and it looks like they're going to get it.
They will, and they're going to continue to march down the field. Will's got his work cut out for him over here with how fast they're moving. Will Imbus over here doing stats for us tonight.
Ball spotted at midfield, where it's 1st and 10, Warriors.
Be right at the 50-yard line now. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. It's going to be, looks like he's looking for number 2 again.
It's going to be a face mask.
Yep.
Jaden Kickert.
Absolutely. Face mask there against Kickert. It's going to move move Portage down the field even more.
Flags this game has not been on their side this game.
Face mask is the call against the Vikings.
And that is the official call there against the Vikings, face mask. That's going to give Portage some extremely favorable field position.
Give him some breathing room, putting them in Vikings territory now.
As it looks like the clock is still running. It looks like there's a malfunction maybe in the clock. It's at 48. I would assume it's probably about an additional minute or so gets put back on. 1:55 is going to be the official ruling. We'll see if they can put that one back on. Either way, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Warriors at the 35-yard line after the face mask there from the Vikings. There it is, 1:55 on the clock in this second half. And let's play some football.
Let's see it. It's going to be a fake to one running back. It's going to be a run to number 1, Eric Burnett. And he's going to fight all the way the...
Rep the ball carrier.
Let's see where he can...
Put him down at the 26, it looks like. Yeah. 1 yard short of the first. Nice run by...
Yeah, once again,
Eric.
just a hair short of the first down.
And it's going to be a pass, not going deep. Oh, it's going to be picked off by MHB. Tyler Beekner with the interception. Trying to juke around one defender. What a play by MHB.
Tyler Beekner on the interception there for the Vikings. And hey, Vikings have 1:16 on the clock. It's going to put them at the 30-something yard, 37, and we're going to mark it down of their side of the field. They got a minute and 16. Not only do they stop Portage from really progressing down the field, now they get their last shot at it here in this half, 1:16 left.
Yeah, see if it's enough time for them to march down the field, get even a field goal, would just put them in the lead, or a touchdown.
Well, and one thing to note, too, is Mount Horeb-Barneveld does have all 3 timeouts still.
Yeah.
As does Portage, but obviously in favor here of Mount Horeb-Barneveld. They have 3 timeouts, 1:16 left here in the second.
Lining up at the 36-yard line. Colton Child looking for a pass. Looks like they could have called a late hit there. Doesn't look like they're going to call it, though.
You know, I'm glad you said that. They've been a little lenient, especially on this sideline. The players are almost out on the tarp by the time they're getting tackled.
Exactly.
I've noticed that a couple times, too, tonight, but if they're going to call it consistent, you know?
Exactly. It's going to put them down at their own. No, excuse me, in the Warriors territory at their 49, it looks like. Colin Schaller trying to scramble out of pressure. He fumbles the ball, and he wasn't able to get down on it. It's going to be recovered by Portage.
Fumble on the play.
And looks like we got a Warrior down.
It does look like there's a Warrior down there. We'll see.
Looks like the medical staff is going to go check on him. Can't quite tell what number that is from here.
Yeah, I can't see the numbers here, but it is, I think, going to be Portage ball at around probably the 30-yard line of Mount Horeb-Barneveld. So what was going to be a very promising drive there from Mount Horeb-Barneveld looks to be another turnover. But we're going to take a quick break here from Mount Horeb, all tied at 8. Got about a minute left here while we take a little look at some folks on the field. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have more Mount Horeb-Barneveld action right here on Wisco Radio.
The Grand Stay Hotel and Suites is a brand new hotel in Mount Horeb. The Grand Stay caters to business and leisure travelers and is ideal for individuals and families. In a convenient location near Madison, Grand Stay is also a great option for guests visiting neighboring Barneveld or Epic Systems in Verona. We offer clean, comfortable rooms, free hot breakfast, an indoor pool, hot tub, and a 24-hour fitness center. To see pictures, visit grandstaymount.horeb.com, book online, or call 608-437-5200 to make your reservation today.
This is Wisco Radio.
All right, guys, we're ready for our four-season sunroom, and Daddy's gonna get a rec room with refreshments.
Oh no, we'll be sleeping under the stars.
Mom, what about the one with, the fun?
Nice try, little bro. It's a gym. My gym.
Hey, Grandma's getting her Four Seasons garden room. Weather tight and still like being outdoors.
Maybe a living room. Oh no, wait, a family hub.
Yeah!
No matter what the budget, the season, or the climate, Four Seasons Sunrooms let you and your family enjoy the outdoors inside. Call now to hear more about these great offers from the premier manufacturer of sunrooms since 1975.
More reasons for Four Seasons now.
To find out more, call toll-free 800-988-4477. That's 800-988-4477. Call 800-988-4477 today.
This is Wisco Radio.
Welcome back to Mount Horeb High School, where Mount Horeb-Barneveld Vikings taking on the Portage Warriors. 1:06 left to go here in this first half. All knotted at 8. Boys, it felt like this last minute has just absolutely stood still. Mount Horeb-Barneveld grabbing an interception off Thompson, and then Schaller fumbling the ball in the backfield. So it's back to Portage at the Mount Horeb-Barneveld 37.
Oh, it looks like it's Mount Horeb's ball.
Oh, it is Mount Horeb's ball.
I think it might have called him down.
Oh, it's going to be a good run by Colton Schaller.
Yeah.
He's going to get all the way to the
very lenient.
Schaller with the carry.
To the 41-yard line.
Yeah, that's actually a good call, Will. We were also focused on the player down, who's actually number 7 for Portage. Christian Erickson, the senior, hopped off the field for Portage. We didn't actually see the ruling, which was that he was down. Thanks, sir. That he was down. Schaller was down on the field on the fumble. That's going to be now back to 3rd and 2 for the Vikings. 3rd and manageable, that's for sure.
Yeah. Snap it at the Portage 41-yard line with 50 seconds left to go. It's going to run to Tyler Beekner right up the middle, and it looks like he'll just get one.
1.5. Boy, is it close. And Mount Horeb-Barneveld is going to take their first time out. We will take one with them. Mount Horeb-Barneveld and Portage coming back after this on Wisco Radio.
Are you in need of chiropractic services? Dr. Joe Ryan at Mount Horeb Chiropractic will provide the finest chiropractic care to each and every patient. Dr. Ryan uses advanced spinal correction and chiropractic adjustments utilizing state-of-the-art techniques. Dr. Ryan has years of training, expertise, and experience in helping patients get relief from their back pain, neck pain, and other related conditions. Located at 1840 Business Highway 18151 next to Pizza Hut, or call 608-437-0099 to set up an appointment today.
Wisco Radio, the leader in Wisconsin prep sports.
Welcome back to Mount Horeb High School. Mount Horeb-Barneveld taking on Portage. 40 seconds left on the clock here in this first half. All knotted at 8. Vikings have a 4th and short. If I was a Mount Horeb-Barneveld Viking and if I was Coach St. Arnold here, I'd absolutely be going for it, which it looks like they are, and they will be. But 4th and it's officially marked at 4th and 1, but it could be 4th and a half. It's right there.
4th and 1 from the 40-yard line.
Well, no longer 4th and 1.
It's going to be on Mount Horeb-Barneveld, it looks like. False start.
Full start is the call against the Vikings.
Pushing back 5.
I'll give them
6.
4th and 6. And if you're St. Arnold, if you're Coach St. Arnold, do you adjust what you're doing here? 4th and 6.
In this close of a game, I think you have to play field position. They got 40 seconds, most likely not going to march down the whole field. You play field position right here. Maybe a pooch kick, quarterback, but it looks like they're lined up to go for it.
It looks like they absolutely are. 40 seconds on the clock.
It's going to be a pass to Paul Matthews, and it looks like
dropped it.
And he dropped it.
Pass is incomplete. Matthews, the intended receiver.
He couldn't catch it, making it Portage's ball, having like 4 3-turn possessions in the past minute and a half.
Yeah, that's why we're still in the first half here. We were targeted, or first half was going to be done before 8 o'clock. It looked like, and now we're well after that with still 30 seconds on the clock. That's because there've been 3 switches of possession in the past minute and a half, and that was right in the breadbasket there for Paul Matthews. Couldn't quite pull that one in. Going to give Portage another shot at it if they want to. And now is going to all say the time. Portage has 3 timeouts, so they have those in their favor too.
Looks like they're going to have 3 receivers out. It's going to be a pass, number 8, scrambling out of pressure. He finds number 2, kicker,
strike,
and a beautiful pass.
Fantastic work there by Thompson and kicker. Thompson and kicker have been firing on all cylinders tonight. They know what's going on. 1st and 10 Warriors.
Only have 24 seconds left on the clock. And he's going to throw it way out. And it looks like it's going to be incomplete by number 24.
Yeah, Thompson sends the ball way over to the sideline there. Intended receiver is going to be number 24 for Carpelania.
Yeah, thankfully stopping the clock for him, giving a little breather. They still have 3 timeouts to use, don't they?
They do. They still have 3 timeouts on the board, 20 seconds, all tied at 8. I wouldn't be surprised if they really stretch this one out, use those, and potentially put one through the uprights here, depending on how far they get.
It's going to be Thompson looking for kicker it over the middle at the 19-yard line. They are having a heck of a night tonight so far.
Flag on the play.
Or is going to be a flag?
Flag right on the near sideline here.
Looked like it happened right after play was snapped and the release.
And we'll see what they call. They got 15 on the clock. Portage doesn't seem to be too happy about that. I think they're going to be walking backwards. We'll see. I honestly didn't see that, actually. It was
looked like there was a little bit of a push on the release. It could have gone either way, so I'm surprised.
It's going to be called on the
legal
Warriors.
procedure?
Like.
There you go. Yep.
Legal procedure against the Warriors. Going to push them back, so that will completely negate what Thompson and Kickert have been kind of rolling on so far in this drive. 15 seconds. That puts them in a real tough spot here.
Yeah, MHB is 43. They still got a shot with 3 timeouts remaining. Only 9 seconds left on the clock now. It's going to be another flag on the play. Oh, and he finds number 12.
That's half.
But that is going to be half. We'll see what the flag, what the ruling is, but I think that's going to be half.
Sam Horn with the reception there.
Regardless what it is, it's going to be, the half is over.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's going to be against Portage again.
Procedure.
So it's going to be a false start on Portage.
Another false start against Portage.
And you can never end on a penalty, so they're still going to have to take another play.
No runoff.
Man, oh man. This first half is never going to end.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
This has been quite the first half, quite the second quarter, I should say, at least.
Could have thought.
Yeah, be here until midnight at this rate.
I don't know if there's a runoff or even there's no time on the clock. I don't know what's going to happen here. Halftime.
Yeah, that's when there's no time on the clock. That's what I would have guessed would have happened. But that will be how we end the half here. 8 is the score for both Mount Horeb and Portage. We're going to take a quick halftime break. When we come back, we'll have some stats and we'll have some second half action right here on Wisco Radio.
Mount Horeb Utilities is a locally owned, not-for-profit utility dedicated to the community it serves. Providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb, our hometown team is customer-focused and service-oriented, looking out for the community's best interests. At Mount Horeb Utilities, we are committed to keeping Mount Horeb a great place to live, work, and play. For more information on how Mount Horeb Utilities energizes our community, visit MountHorebUtilities.com.
Follow us on Twitter and Facebook at Wisco Radio for photos, stats, the tip tracker, and much more.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
Want to listen to Wisco on the go? Download our app from your phone's app store.
When the stadium lights go on, you know it's time for Mount Horeb-Barneveld Football, and that's where you'll find Mark Norman and Associates. As a parent and local business owner, Mark knows the importance of supporting high school athletics, the athletic program, and Mount Horeb-Barneveld Football. Mark Norman and Associates also knows the importance of buying or selling your property. At First Weber of Mount Horeb, Mark Norman and Associates want to help you find the perfect home in the area, whether it be in the town or in the country. For the expertise and the experience you need, call 608-575-3393 or visit them online, marknorman.firstweber.com.
Now, back to the action, right here on Wisco Radio.
The Grand Stay Hotel and Suites is a brand new hotel in Mount Horeb. The Grand Stay caters to business and leisure travelers and is ideal for individuals and families. In a convenient location near Madison, Grand Stay is also a great option for guests visiting neighboring Barneveld or Epic Systems in Verona. We offer clean, comfortable rooms, free hot breakfast, an indoor pool, hot tub, and a 24-hour fitness center. To see pictures, Visit grandstaymounthoreb.com, book online, or call 608-437-5200 to make your reservation today.
Now it's time to get back to the Vikings athletic action, brought to you live right here on Wisco Radio.
Doctors Steve Samuelson and Lauren Taw are your local eye care professionals. Samuelson Eye Care provides the highest quality optometric care for both adults and children in a friendly, comfortable, and professional environment. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes, so contact Samuelson Eye Care at 437-3377. That's 437-3377 to schedule an exam today. You'll be glad you did.
Listen live on your favorite smart speaker. Just ask to play Wisco Radio.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Wisconsin.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Listen live on your favorite smart speaker. Just ask to play Wisco Radio.
Farmers Savings Bank is proud of their community banking tradition. Farmers Savings Bank is committed to providing a high level of customer service and products to enhance the well-being of the communities they serve. Whether it is for a home, farm, land, or business loan, Farmers Savings Bank has money to lend. Be sure to call your local Mount Horeb Farmers Savings Bank today at 437-2265. Farmers Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Want to listen to Wisco on the go? Download our app from your phone's app store.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Wisconsin.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
This is Wisco Radio.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
Wisco Radio, the leader in Wisconsin prep sports.
When the stadium lights go on, you know it's time for Mount Horeb-Barneveld Football, and that's where you'll find Mark Norman and Associates. As a parent and local business owner, Mark knows the importance of supporting high school athletics, the athletic program, and Mount Horeb-Barneveld Football. Mark Norman and Associates also knows the importance of buying or selling your property. At First Weber of Mount Horeb, Mark Norman and Associates want to help you find the perfect home in the area, whether it be in the town or in the country. For the expertise and the experience you need, call 608-575-3393 or visit them online, marknorman.firstweber.com.
Wisco Radio, the leader in Wisconsin prep sports.
Are you in need of chiropractic services? Dr. Joe Ryan at Mount Horeb Chiropractic will provide the finest chiropractic care to each and every patient. Dr. Ryan uses advanced spinal correction and chiropractic adjustments utilizing state-of-the-art techniques. Dr. Ryan has years of training, expertise, and experience in helping patients get relief from their back pain, neck pain, and other related conditions. located at 1840 Business Highway 18151 next to Pizza Hut, or call 608-437-0099 to set up an appointment today.
Listen live on your favorite smart speaker. Just ask to play Wisco Radio. Listen live on your favorite smart speaker. Just ask to play Wisco Radio.
Did you know that one of the top global providers of 3D printing and additive manufacturing services is located right here just outside of Mount Horeb? Since 2001, Midwest Prototyping has been creating parts and prototypes for companies worldwide. To learn more, visit MidwestProto.com. Midwest Prototyping proudly supports Mount Horeb students through internships, technical education programs, and athletics. Go Vikings!
Now, back to the action. Right here on Wisco Radio.
Doctors Steve Samuelson and Lauren Taw are your local eye care professionals. Samuelson Eye Care provides the highest quality optometric care for both adults and children in a friendly, comfortable, and professional environment. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes. So contact Samuelson Eye Care at 437-3377. That's 437-3377 to schedule an exam today. You'll be glad you did.
Now, back to the action. Right here on Wisco Radio.
Welcome back to Mount Horeb High School. Mount Horeb-Barneveld and Portage all tied up at 8 in this Badger Small matchup. Two undefeated teams at 3-0. One of them will come out on top. Mount Horeb-Barneveld having a slow start to that first half, and a slow start defensively, giving up a quick 8 points within that first 2 minutes for the Vikings. We'll pass it over to Will Imbus, who's got the official Wisco Radio stat report. All tied up here at 8. Go ahead, Will.
Yeah, so the stats were a little bit delayed, got a little bit of a late start, but
I should say, yeah.
We started in like the second quarter.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
That's a Wisco Radio ownership fault right there. Too many things going on back here.
Yeah, but in the second quarter, Portage, quarterback.
Number 8, Thompson there. Yeah.
Quarterback number 8, Gavin Thompson, is in the second quarter gone 4 for 5 for 34 yards. Not too many yards, as you've seen, been thrown on a lot of those out routes to their star receiver, number 2, Jaden Kicker. Speaking of him, he's got all the yards, and has caught all the passes thrown by Gavin Thompson.
Yep.
4 for 34. And rushing, been decent for the most part. You got number 6, Jordan Starr, 3 for 9 in that second quarter. Not very productive, but their number 1, Eric Brotet.
Yep.
Brotet. He's got 4 for 29. Not too much. And then, of course, quarterback number 8, Gavin Thompson, has gone 1 for 7. Not too many more stats. Let's look over at Mount Horeb.
Early bird registration is due September 15th. Check out their Facebook page.
Colton Schaller has gone a 3 for 3 for 58 yards. Not too many passes thrown, but still doing good. He's got actually a lot on the ground as their leading rusher right now. Three rushes for 45 yards and a touchdown. Receiving, number 6, check my sheet right here. Number 6, Wyatt Deneau, has racked up 2 receptions for 47 yards. And number 33, Gavin Bazala, my bad, has got 1 reception for 11 yards. And Tyler Beekner has got 2 rushes for only 3 yards. And number 2, Trenton Owens, has 1 rush for 27 yards. Not too many big stats, but really just been a very fast-paced game for the most part.
Well, and it has been a relatively low scoring game. 8 points apiece. So it's been really defensive stops across the board here for both teams. So, I wouldn't expect a whole lot of stats to be brought up. Just a few notable ones there, but overall, I think good job there by both teams. I think especially for the Vikings. I said earlier in the pregame that Portage outscores their opponents 109-20 so far in their first 3 games. Vikings holding Portage to 8 points so far in this first half, I think, is a huge win for this Vikings defense. Hold them to another 8 in this second half, and there's going to be a game on the gridiron, that's for sure.
For sure. Huge win for Mount Horeb to only hold a team, like you said, outscore their opponents by 109-20, a huge margin. To only hold them have the game tied at half, and Mount Horeb getting the ball coming out of half. Should be really have to win those trenches battles. They have been doing fairly well in that on the defensive side. Offensive side, not as much. I mean, then again, neither offense is really. It looked like at the beginning though, they did look after Portage's first drive. They had a shot at running away with the game, and Mount Horeb had a few costly turnovers, and snapping for whatever reason today has been not great. A couple of bad snaps, and can't hold on to football.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tale of the turnovers so far in this game, especially in that last minute or so of, I should say, game time minute of that second half, where it ended up being like 20-25 minutes of real time because there was 3 turnovers in that period of time, and Vikings, though, like I said, only holding Portage, only giving Portage 8 points, same for Portage. Portage shut out 2 out of the 3 teams they played so far. The only one they have not shut out was Stoughton, which they played last week, out of that skin of their teeth victory, 22-20 against Stoughton. Mount Horeb-Barneveld is going to be heading over to Baraboo next Saturday. That's going to be a Saturday afternoon game at 4 p.m. One of the things that we mentioned, and we'll do our plug as well, because this is obviously becoming an issue, is the WIAA is having to flex games now into Thursdays and Saturdays from Fridays because of the official shortage. There aren't enough officials out there to be doing games, so they needed to stretch it out and kind of space everything out. So kind of our Wisco Radio plug. I know a lot of organizations across the state have been really pushing for this. Is they need officials. If you're willing, know sports, willing to help high school sports in the community around sports, definitely go to the WIA website and learn more about becoming an official. They're in need of officials, and that's why Mount Horeb-Barneveld's game got flexed to Saturday next week at Baraboo. So we'll keep you updated on that one. We'll see if we can even get some Baraboo scores. Baraboo is taking on Stoughton tonight, and so we'll get some scores from that one. Mount Horeb-Barneveld going to take on Baraboo next weekend, but then Stoughton after that. So this is just kind of a big old little round robin of sorts here of teams playing in this Badger Small heading into the later part of the football season. All tied here at 8. We're going to take one last break before we kick off this second half. Portage 8, Mount Horeb-Barneveld 8. And we'll have second half action right here on Wisco Radio.
Mount Horeb Utilities is a locally owned, not-for-profit utility dedicated to the community it serves. Providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb, our hometown team is customer-focused and service-oriented, looking out for the community's best interests. At Mount Horeb Utilities, we are committed to keeping Mount Horeb a great place to live, work, and play. For more information on how Mount Horeb Utilities energizes our community, visit MountHorebUtilities.com.
Now it's time to get back to the Vikings athletic action, brought to you live right here on Wisco Radio.
Do you have an idea for an invention or new product? Do you think companies would be interested in your idea? Do you want to try to get a patent? Then call InventHelp now. InventHelp keeps your idea confidential and explains every step of the invention process. Join the thousands of people just like you who chose InventHelp to pursue their idea. We are experienced. We are working for you. We are InventHelp. Get started with your idea. Call for free information.
Call 1-800-461-2844. That's 1-800-461-2844.
Want to listen to Wisco on the go? Download our app from your phone's app store.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
Now, back to the action, right here on Wisco Radio.
Welcome back to Wisco Radio. 8 is the score on the board here for both teams, Portage and Mount Horeb-Barneveld, taking on... Oh, there we go. Mount Horeb-Barneveld and Portage, excuse me, at the field here in Mount Horeb. An interesting first half, to say the least, guys. Interesting first half. Blaine Bestel, Jack Goodwin, and Will Imbus on the call with you tonight. Hand it over to Jack here for our second half play-by-play in a second. As we got about 15 on the clock, ready to start this second half. And a good turnout here in Mount Horeb. Fantastic night for football. Absolutely no wind out there. Maybe just a hair of a breeze to keep it cool, but it is a good night for football. This is what Friday Night Lights are all about.
It's going to be MHB receiving the kickoff.
Portage on the kick, going to be kicking from right to left. Mount Horeb-Barneveld driving up the field left to right.
Receive the second half kickoff.
Going to be kicked to the 18 by the Warriors, and they're going to take him out at the 28, it looks like.
Yeah, they're going to meet him up right away. Absolutely no room to run up the field, and that is going to be where we start the second half. 1st and 10 for the Vikings at their own 28.
See what they can do on offense now. They got one really good possession. Colton Shaw was able to run in for that touchdown. Really good play by them. Other than that, they've got down the field a few times, but thrown an interception that first drive and had a few bad snaps the second and fourth drive, I think.
Yeah, it's offense is looking good. It's just a few costly errors.
Exactly. It's going to be a run to Beekner. Oh, and he breaks a tackle up the left side. And they're finally able to track him in Warriors territory at the 35.
Absolutely.
Amazing play by MHB.
Breakout run there by Beekner. Moving the Vikings down the field. This is looking a little more reminiscent to the Portage Warriors first drive in the first half.
Portage 35-yard line was 1st and 10 Vikings.
It's going to be another run to Beekner. On the left side again. And it looks like he'll fight for 5. Good job. being able to get 5 on that one. Now Owens is checking into the game. Give him some reps.
We mentioned it in this first half. Owen having a fantastic game against Sauk Prairie. Rushing for 2 touchdowns, the sophomore. 11-13 and counting.
It's going to be run to Owens. He's going out to the right side. He's going to cut it back up in the middle. And he's going to get it to the 26. Gain of 4. Going to be 1 short, I believe, of the first.
Pick up the 3 on the play. 3rd and
Actually, going to be 2 yards short. And you get to the 25 for the first. See what they can do here on 3rd down. It's be another run to Owens. And the Warriors are in the backfield right away. Looks like he may have lost 2 there.
Yeah, Owens is going to lose at least 2. It's going to be 4th and about 4. And this brings up another question. I mean, the Vikings have been pretty free about going for it on 4th down. I think in this position, I think once again you're in that weird spot. I think it's a little too far to kick. But unsuccessful in their last 4th down attempt.
Yeah, that's correct. Looks like they're going to go for it here on 4th and 4. Beekner's going to be the running back this play. It's going to be a pass from Colton Schaller. He's going to way overthrow it to Elstead.
Schaller's pass is incomplete. Elstead the intended receiver.
That's going to be another turnover on downs there for Mount Horeb. 9:47 on the clock. 4th, unsuccessful for them.
And the Warriors are going to take it over at the 29-yard line. See what they can do on offense. First possession in the first quarter, they were just able to march right down the field. See what they can do here on their first possession in the second half.
First down Warriors.
He's going to run left side for number 1, Eric Burnett. And he's going to get to the 40.
He's going to really fight his way up to the 40.
Yeah, take out a few defenders while he's moving.
Absolutely.
Wasn't enough for a first down, though.
2nd and 1 there for Portage. It doesn't look like the Mount Horeb-Barneveld coaching staff is super excited about the Schaller long toss there at the end of the Mount Horeb-Barneveld drive.
Yeah, it looks like it was a little overthrown.
Yeah, probably a good amount overthrown. I don't even know if that was a play call. That's going to be a stop, though, by number 77 there for the Vikings. Couldn't keep it on the first down, but Sean Dowling gets another stat on the board for him. 9:26 left to go.
It's 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Oh, and good play by MHB. Able to march down number 1, Eric Burnett.
Wrapped up there by Steinhoff there, caught on the leg. No gain there for Portage. Great tackle by Steinhoff, keeping him at the line.
Making it 2nd and 10 for the Warriors.
Under 8 minutes now, 8:55 and running. 2nd and 11 here in this 3rd quarter.
Looks like they're going to run 2 wideouts, 2 receivers out. Fakes the run, number 1. He finds number 6, and he gets smoked. Had the ball in his hands, and he dropped it with the collision. And they're just going to call it incomplete.
Fantastic coverage there by the Vikings star for Portage. Couldn't wrap it in. That's going to be 3rd and 11 now for Portage.
Another one of those long 3rd downs.
Yeah, we've seen that almost all night here for Portage, with the exception, I think, of their scoring drive, is they've been really stuck in that third and long position. They haven't really been able to break out of that. If they do, they've been making those moves on first and second down.
Yeah, I don't think they've converted on a third down.
They have not yet tonight.
Number 8, Thompson. He's looking for a pass. He's going to throw it way too far out of bounds. And it's going to be incomplete, making it 4th down.
And, that right there is the Mount Horeb-Barneveld defense that I think we're used to seeing. Have some pressure, right? Force Thompson to get rid of the ball almost immediately there. And you see, you had a tough catch there by Starr, unable to catch, and then you had a throwaway there by Thompson. That's the Mount Horeb-Barneveld defense that we saw last week and the week prior.
It's going to be a punt. Pretty good punt, I would say. Kind of the 30. And he'll get about 6 there.
Yeah, it's going to be about Steinhoff bringing it up for about 6 yards or so. 8:25 here on the clock. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Mount Horeb-Barneveld.
See what they can do on offense now. Hasn't been too much of an exciting offensive game so far. It's been pretty much all defense.
It really has been one of those kind of grind defense games. It kind of reminds me of the Badgers game last week against Penn State, where it was just kind of a grinding game all day, not a whole lot of offense being scored.
Yeah, that was a pretty ugly game for Wisconsin.
That was. Hopefully they're going to be able to turn that around this Saturday against Eastern Michigan. But defense game nonetheless here in Mount Horeb. Vikings get another shot on offense.
It's going to be a high snap to Schaller. He's just going to run up the left side, and he's not going to get anything.
Not going to get anything, and once again, that's another high snap.
Yeah.
That's a 3rd high snap today. Luckily, Schaller's been able to control 2 of those. One of them he had to let go for a loss of about 20. Not actually a fumble, but definitely a big loss. But that's yet another high snap for the Vikings, something that I know Coach St. Arnold is going to be looking at coming into next week against Baraboo.
Now making it 2nd long for MHB. See what they can do here. It's going to be a fake run. Oh, jukes out one defender, and he's going to get sacked for a loss of 4. Making it 3rd and 16 for MHB.
3rd and 16 for Mount Horeb-Barneveld at, it's going to be at their 27-yard line. Clock keeps running, 7:20 on the clock.
He's got 3 receivers out. He's going to fake the screen pass one way, go the other way. It's going to be a big gain for MHB. He's just going to be a little short of the 1st down. Good play by MHB, but it doesn't look like they're quite going to get it.
Yes, fantastic play there by MHB. And we've seen that. We've also seen this. This is nothing new here for MHB. They're making those moves on 3rd down. They had a 3rd and long. I think it was a second and 35, unable to really get anywhere close to this 1st down marker.
Yeah, force them into punt on 4th down.
Just unable to just quite get there.
He's looking for a pass, but it's going to end up being a punt. It's going to roll quite a bit, and then the Warriors will pick it up at like the 21, and he'll juke his way out to the 30. There's going to be a flag on the play.
Yeah, Vikings had contact with him back at the 21, but left it. Going to get down around the 30. Flag on the play. 6:17 left here in this 3rd quarter. We'll see what the flag is going to be.
Been quite a bit of flags on both teams tonight.
Yeah, penalties have been up there on both teams. A couple personal fouls on both sides. Doesn't seem too chippy necessarily, I think, from kind of just looking up here, but a couple personal fouls, a number of false starts on both sides.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be on Portage, moving all the way back to the 15.
Yeah, it looks like that's going to be, they called an illegal block there against Portage. And that's going to be all the way back to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, put them half the distance to the goal line. It's going to be a run right side, look like. Couldn't quite identify the number there.
Yeah, once
6, I think.
Once it gets up, yeah, Star once again.
Yeah, Jordan Star with the carry. Got 5:45 left in the third quarter.
2nd and 7.
Now 2nd and 7 for MHB. Sorry, the Warriors. He's going to run up the middle to number 6 again. He's going to get to the 20, maybe 19. Looks like the 20.
Well, that's going to bring up third down again. Let's see how third down conversions have gone for for these Warriors.
Yeah, this is a little shorter than all the other ones they've had so far.
It is. This is third and manageable easily for the Warriors. 5:11 and counting on the clock for Portage.
Yeah, this one make it a little more manageable. See if they can convert here. Maybe just run some slants over the middle.
Yep, absolutely. Still knotted at 8, under 5 minutes now here in this third.
Yeah, gonna end up going into overtime again.
Man, another home overtime game. We'll see if that actually happens.
Yeah. Just have to wait and find out. It's gonna be an out route to number 24. And he's gonna get the first down, marching in all the way to the 40-yard line. Catch was made by Ian.
And looks like
Elijah Krantz
for the Vikings.
Looks to be hurt on the field.
Looks like he came down on the tackle, yeah.
He's a key linebacker of their defense. Hopefully he'll be all right.
.440 left on the clock here. 8 to 8, all knotted up. And it looks like Krantz is still. Looks like he's still down on the field here. Portage able to convert on that third down on what was third and manageable. They easily got that one. They had plenty of room to spare. All tied at 8 here, 4:40 left on the clock. We're going to take a quick break here on Wisco Radio. When we come back, we will hopefully resume play here shortly. Once again, Portage 8, Mount Horeb-Barneveld 8. You're listening to Mount Horeb Vikings football on Wisco Radio.
When the stadium lights go on, you know it's time for Mount Horeb-Barneveld Football, and that's where you'll find Mark Norman and Associates. As a parent and local business owner, Mark knows the importance of supporting high school athletics, the athletic program, and Mount Horeb-Barneveld Football. Mark Norman and Associates also knows the importance of buying or selling your property. At First Weber of Mount Horeb, Mark Norman and Associates want to help you find the perfect home in the area, whether it be in the town or in the country. For the expertise and the experience you need, call 608-575-3393 or visit them online, marknorman.firstweber.com.
Listen live on your favorite smart speaker. Just ask to play Wisco Radio.
Mount Horeb Utilities is a locally owned, not-for-profit utility dedicated to the community it serves. Providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb, our hometown team is customer-focused and service-oriented, looking out for the community's best interests. At Mount Horeb Utilities, we are committed to keeping Mount Horeb a great place to live, work, and play. For more information on how Mount Horeb Utilities energizes our community, visit MountHorebUtilities.com.
Want to listen to Wisco on the go? Download our app from your phone's app store.
Back here in Mount Horeb, Krantz. Looks like he's able to get up under his own power. He looks to be definitely in pain, but able to walk off the field under his own power.
Maybe his finger?
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, we'll definitely keep you up to date on that one and see how that one's going. Either way, play will continue here in Mount Horeb.
We have just over 4:30 left in the third quarter with the Warriors ball. See what they can do here on first down. It's going to be a run up the middle for number 1, able to break one tackle, and it looks like he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
Eric Burnett with nothing there.
Direct the ball carrier. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
3:51 here and counting. No gain on that one. 2nd and 10. Portage gets another shot.
It's going to be a fake run to number 1. He's looking deep, and he's wide open. Number 12, Sam Horn, with a nice catch all the way to the 16-yard line.
Absolutely wide open. Great look there by Thompson. As now that puts that puts Portage within striking distance.
Yeah. Could have thrown that a little farther and went out a touchdown.
Yeah, there was plenty of room in the backfield for sure. 17 is where the ball's spotted on the Mount Horeb-Barneveld side of the field.
Making another 1st and 10 for Portage. Number 1 with the run. And he's just not going to get anything.
Brett not able to get
maybe
anywhere.
Even lose one.
Yeah, not able to get anywhere on that one is Brett. As clock now under 2.
Good play by Mount Horeb-Barneveld.
Gavin Gonzalo with the tackle. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with the Warriors. Just first drives just seem to both march down the field both times.
Yeah.
It's gonna be another run for the Warriors.
A little further of a run, I should say, this time. Able to move the ball up the field a little further. Nonetheless, not able to get quite near the first down marker. About halfway there. 3rd and 5 now for the Warriors. Under 2 minutes on the clock in this third quarter as we count down. Getting close to one final quarter.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be a gain of 5 for them there, making it 3rd and 5 at the 11-yard line. It's going to be another run to Starr. Looks like he may have got a few there.
Yeah, he got a couple. Probably going to be 4th and around 3.
See if they go for it or just...
maybe they'll be a little bit more generous than that. 4th and 1 it probably is going to be. Yeah, 4th and 1.
Going to be a little short.
Just a hair short.
Defense needs a stop here, but offense also needs a touchdown badly. And looks like they got it.
They're going to get it with room to go. It can be 1st and goal for the Portage Warriors as they move the chains.
Brought down at the 3-yard line.
Put him down at the 3. The runs on the past couple plays have seemed to work.
They really have been at least able to push it forward, continuing to move.
Yeah, getting it just enough to be able to get the first. Not any big gains like MHB had that first play on the third.
Absolutely, and that's really what it is. Not a whole lot of big, massive gains, but they're incrementally moving it down the field.
Exactly. It's going to be another run for them. And the refs are calling it a touchdown. Touchdown Warriors.
First score for the Warriors since that first drive touchdown. That's going to put the Warriors ahead of the Vikings 14-8 now.
Looks like they're going to go here for 2 again.
You got it.
We'll get the official score on who got that here in a second.
Okay.
Somebody had it. It was the only problem with where we are here in the press box is
it's hard to see.
It is hard to see, especially when they have a pile of folks down in the center.
Yeah.
Thompson's going to go for 2 though.
It's going to be a throw.
Oh, nice play.
It's going to be too high. Knocked out of the way by MHB. Good play.
Extra point attempt is no good.
Making it 14-8. MHB's lead.
Touchdown broken up by Paul Matthew, or excuse me, 2-point attempt, I should say, broken up by Paul Matthews. 1:07 on the scoreboard. Vikings are going to get the ball here at the end of the third quarter.
Looks like they're going to need an answer here.
Well, that's exactly what they do need, is they need an answer. And they've been pretty close. They've been calling all night. They just haven't been able to pick up anything as they get down towards the end on their side of the field. So if they can do it, Portage left the door open for them. If they can do it, this is a Mount Horeb-Barneveld opportunity if they can grab something in the end zone.
Yeah, extra point. Just get a touchdown, extra point, take the lead. Still got the whole fourth quarter to play, though. And the Warriors will most likely have plenty of time to march down the field, too, if they needed to.
Yeah, we are not done yet. We have at least one more quarter to play. 1:07 on the clock here on the Portage kick.
Yeah, pretty short kick that time. Be fielded by Owens. Finds a gap in the middle. And he's going to get all the way to their own 40. Good run by Owens.
Fantastic run by Owens, setting him up in a good spot. Now Vikings have a minute here in this third quarter to do something successful.
Defense has been pretty strong by the Warriors today so far. They're either knocking them down on the pass game, stopping the run game, or it's overthrown by Shaller.
Absolutely, especially on the Vikings. The Vikings' run game has been shut down really from the second quarter on by this Portage Warriors defense.
Yeah, they've had a few signs of hope with that big run opening the third, but after that they weren't able to recover. It's going to be a fake, run it, and they're going to run a slant to Wyatt, Dune. And he's going to get all the way to the
pass is complete to
pass midfield to the Warriors 40. Good play by MHB.
Fantastic play there by MHB, and another successful completion there for Schaller. Flag, which was on the field, is going to be waved.
Ball spotted at the Portage 41, Horse first and 10, Vikings.
54 seconds here for the Vikings, and they have a little bit of energy in them.
It's going to be a run to Beekner, and he's going to get all the way to 36. Gain of 4.
Yeah, Beekner's going to keep the line moving. He's going to grab at least 4 on him.
Good play by MHB.
5, second and 5.
I'll make it 5. Give him an extra yard. Why not?
Exactly.
26 seconds and counting. here in the third quarter.
See if they run another play here before the end of the third.
Yeah, they'll be able to get one more in, at least one more running play.
Yeah. It's going to be another run to the left side for Buechner. Oh, and he's still on his feet. What a play. He cut back inside and able to get 10 more after contact.
Flag down on the play in the backfield. We'll see if that one comes back. But fantastic work by Buechner. Absolutely made contact about, probably about the 32-yard line there. Looked like he was going to go out of bounds. Cuts back and gets another 10.
Yeah.
That's fantastic work there by Buechner on the run. It is going to come back. And another tough break for the Vikings. It feels like they have the momentum there, and then another play there, it's absolutely gone. It wipes itself out. So another tough momentum breaker for the Vikings. It's going to put them
back at the 46.
Yeah, boy.
Where's 46?
That's going to be about 2nd and 15 here.
Yeah, good play by Buechner. It's just going to come right back because of the flags that have been in this game. Looks like there was a jump on Portage there.
Yeah.
Didn't look like the refs saw it, though. Could have helped him out there after having a flag their way. Oh, it's going to be a little out of Gavin Bazzala's reach.
Yeah, just a hair out of the reach from Gavin Bazzala, and it's going to be 14-8 at the end of the third quarter. Mount Horeb-Barneveld trailing Portage. Got one more quarter to play here in Mount Horeb. You're listening to Vikings football right here on Wisco Radio.
All right, guys, we're ready for our four-season sunroom, and Daddy's gonna get a rec room with refreshments.
Oh no, we'll be sleeping under the stars.
Mom, what about the one with, the fun?
Nice try, little bro. It's a gym. My gym.
Hey, Grandma's getting her Four Seasons garden room. Weather tight and still like being outdoors.
Maybe a living room. Oh no, wait, a family hub.
Yeah! No matter what the budget, the season, or the climate, Four Seasons sunrooms let you and your family enjoy the outdoors inside. Call now to hear more about these great offers from the premier manufacturer of sunrooms since 1975.
More reasons for Four Seasons now.
To find out more, call toll-free 800-988-4477. That's 800-988-4477. Call 800-988-4477 today.
Now, back to the action. Right here on Wisco Radio.
It's going to be MHB football at the Warriors' 36-yard line. 46, my bad. It's going to be a fake run to Owens, and he's going to find Wyatt Deneau. And he breaks one tackle, and he's got room. Is he going to be able to get to the end zone? And the MHB say it's a touchdown. The refs have not ruled it in yet, though. He might be a little short.
I think he's going to be about a yard short. What a run there by Dino. Catches it, has room. Wyatt Dino with the reception there, starting out this fourth quarter. And that puts Mount Horeb-Barneveld right back in it. They sit at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, put this one in the end zone up to tying the game up. There it is, Owens up the middle. And the refs are signaling touchdown MHB.
All tied up here in Mount Horeb in the fourth quarter. 11:38 is the time of the score there by Owens.
I'm going to bring Leo Perticinati out in the field to kick the extra point, taking the lead by 1.
I think that's a good call there for the Vikings. Get the extra point on the board. You already saw Portage miss the 2-point conversion, so get that extra point on the board and
see if they can take the lead.
Exactly.
They missed it. They take the lead here. Just field goal.
Oh, and they jumped off sides. Can't remember, they're offsides on field goal, does it really do anything?
It goes up like a half yard, I think.
Yeah,
like
it does
half
move,
the distance.
It moves forward. I'm gonna give it another shot here. Perchasati on the kick.
About 20 yards after the flag. Oh, and it's low, but it's still in.
Man, oh man, Perchasati had a high snap to recover, had incoming pressure, but he gets it in. Perchasati was also the field goal kicker to win against Monroe in overtime, but he gives Mount Horeb the lead now, 15-14 over Portage on the line drive kick right into the upper. I thought we were going to go 14-all. I thought we were going to be tied once again. But
yeah, it looked a little low at first, but it still managed to go in.
Perchasati said, no, don't worry about that one. I got it all covered.
Exactly.
And it's all Mount Horeb right now, 15-14. They came back quick in the late third quarter, fourth quarter to give Mount Horeb a 1-point advantage over Portage. And this is looking like it's going to be another squeaker for either team. Whoever comes out on top, it's going to be a close one.
Shelfeffer is going to be the one kicking off here. Yeah, low kick by Shelfeffer. And a good stop by MHB. Gonna get him at the 22.
It's exactly where you wanted to start that drive for Mount Horeb-Barneveld. Really push them back into their own backfield. They're gonna start be at the own 22, I believe. Their own 22. Great kick there by Shelfeffer. Took a nice bounce. And fantastic pressure there by Mount Horeb-Barneveld.
Exactly what they needed there. See if they can stop them on defense. It's been pretty solid defense for MHB. What we saw last week in Sauk. See what they can do here now. It's going to be a fake run. Oh, and they missed the sack, but they get him. Get him all the way back to 11.
That is a huge Mount Horeb-Barneveld sack.
Looks like Elstead and Krantz combined for the sack there. Somebody missed the sack at first, but they were able to recover and get it right back. Good play by MHB.
Second and 21 there on the 11-yard loss on the sack. Watch that out route here by Kissert here on the near side.
Oh, nearly picked off by MHB. I think they were at least going to get a hand on it, not knocking out to the receiver's reach.
A little extracurricular there by Portage on the line. Good restraint there by, I think it was 63, McNally. Couldn't get a number on that one. It's hard to see that far down the field.
Yeah. Making it third down for Warriors now.
Actually, absolutely. Making it third down here for the Warriors, deep in their own backfield at the 12. 10:47, clock stopped. Start on the snap, 15-14. Mount Horeb-Barneveld has a 1-point lead.
See what they can do here, third and long. He's got to scramble out of pressure. McHughley's going to keep it, but he's not going to get anywhere. Amazing defense by MHB.
That's going to be Gavin Bazala on the sack. Absolutely.
Making it 4th and 21. Definitely going to have to punt here.
Crucial there for the Vikings. The backs Portage all the way up to their own 5-yard line. It's 4th and 31. Actually, with the adjustment there, could not have put a better defensive stand on the field than that one at what was a crucial time.
Little of a high snap. Oh, and it's blocked by MHB. What a play.
That's
flag on the play, though.
That will be a safety if it stands. Ball goes out of the back of their own end zone after the block. It will be a safety, but there's going to be a flag on the play, so we'll see what happens here.
Looks like there's an injured player on Mount Horeb.
Looks like Pizzala is going to he looks to be just shaken up, it kind of seems like.
Yeah, and he got that wing knocked about him maybe when he.
Yep.
False start. Flag on him.
Yep, false start on Portage will be declined. That's going to be a safety for Mount Horeb-Barneveld as the ball blocked out of the back of their own end zone. And boy, what just an absolute stunner defensive stand for the Vikings. Actually converts the points.
Yeah, give him a 3-point lead, and now get the ball too with it.
Boy, have the tides absolutely turned in favor of Mount Horeb-Barneveld Vikings. 9:54 on the clock. Still plenty of game to play, especially this close. There is a 3-point lead in favor of Mount Horeb-Barneveld. But it was safety there for Mount Horeb-Barneveld. Going to put 2 points on the board for them. And now they're going to kick it to Mount Horeb-Barneveld to receive. Looks like we're probably going to have, looks like Backham in the backfield.
Going to be a kick by Portage after the blocked punt, making it a safety. It's going to be kind of a short kick by Portage. Fielded by Matthews. Go right down at their own 41.
Probably had a little bit of room to run, but not a bad play there by Matthews, just dropping right there. Avoiding contact, maybe 4 to 1 yard line is where this offensive drive now will start for the Vikings. 17-14 is the score here in Mount Horeb. Vikings leading Portage in this nail-biter of a game. Only 3-point differential. Both teams undefeated. We knew it was going to be a good game coming into this one, but I don't think we quite anticipated it to be this good.
That is correct.
And for Mount Horeb, no need to be faster. Try and score real quick. They can go real slow. Unless this happens.
And they broke one on the left side. And Shella has room. He's going to score. Touchdown, MHB. What a trick play. Oh, there's a flag on the play. There's a flag thrown really late in the play. It was as Shella was running on the left side.
I didn't see any blockers. He had plenty of room, unless maybe a sideline warning potentially.
Yeah, maybe he was just out of bounds, possibly.
I think it would maybe.
That wouldn't be a flag, though.
It could be. I think it's just potentially a sideline warning. It was him in the end zone. There was nobody else back there.
Yeah.
Unless there was coverage coming trailing, but.
Yeah, what a play by MHB.
Just as Will's about to say, you can take it slow.
I was about to say. I'm about to take it slow and break off. There's nothing wrong with putting more points up on the board.
No.
That doesn't hurt nothing.
Nope. Either you take it slow or you put points up on the board.
Yeah. The tables have turned. Warriors had the lead 14-8 at the end of the third, and now MHB is up 23-14 with an extra point or 2-point incoming. It's going to be an extra point by Leo Berchisati.
Yeah, Berchisati on the kick. Looks like to be some dead ball fouls there on Mount Horeb-Barneveld. So it's good. Touchdown will stand. They're going to kick an extra point here. And we'll deal with the fouls a little bit later.
Another low kick, but it'll still be good.
No good.
No good.
Yeah, no good. Wide. Yeah, wide left.
Oh, wow. I thought it was in.
As of right now, Colton Schaller, quarterback, is their leading rusher. 5 for 84 with 2 touchdowns.
Wow. They have it right out of reach of a one-score game.
Yep. Schaller, who has been he's had some great plays so far this game. He definitely had a couple mind blanks as well going into this the second quarter and third quarter. I think that's exactly what he needed in this fourth quarter, kind of regain a little bit of focus. And Colton Schaller brings it to the house for Mount Horeb-Barneveld.
Be 9:40 left on the clock. Really quick drive by MHB after that read option on the left side by Colton Schaller. Little trick play. Everyone thought it was a run for Beekner up the middle, and turns out Colton Schaller had the ball the whole time.
Riley Shelpfeffer is kickoff for the Vikings.
The dead ball penalties here assessed on the kick as Shelpfeffer gives it a boot.
Being a pretty good kick by Shelpfeffer. Not able to get in the ball. Finally, there he goes on it. And it looks like he'll just get 3 there. But still fighting.
Oh,
and there's a late flag called on the play.
Looks like
number 5.
Number 7 for Mount Horeb,
David.
Dylan Backham, and number 5 for Portage got into it a little.
Yeah, I got into a little bit of a
scuffle.
Scuffle there. That's the word I was looking for here. As they're coming down the field, we'll see. I think it's going to be really anybody's game on who ends up with that one.
I mean, yeah, it looked like they were both going after each other, not one.
Yep.
And just depends on the referee's decision. Really?
I wouldn't be surprised if they're awarded to both.
Got on Mount Horeb and on Portage.
Yep.
They offset, so we're good.
Yep, we'll have offsetting penalties on both.
Put him right at the 30, at the correction, 34.
Portage 34, where it's 1st and 10 Warriors.
1st and 10 for the Warriors. Still plenty of clock left for them to score. 9:32 with all 3 timeouts. See what the Warriors can do here on offense. Looks like it's going to be a pass for Thompson. He's looking for number 24, and it's going to be way too far out of bounds.
Thompson's pass incomplete.
He's looking for target Ian Carpellion. He's a junior.
2nd and 10.
And that's gonna. Now they're lining up for 2nd and 10. Look for another out route to number 12, Sam Horn.
Horn on the reception.
He had that really big catch, like late in the 3rd.
Yes.
Setting off for that touchdown.
It gives Portage 3rd and 5 here now. Still have 9 minutes in this fourth quarter. It feels like we've been running this fourth quarter forever. Still about 9 minutes on the clock.
Yeah.
Under 9 and counting. 23-14, Mount Horeb-Barneveld over Portage.
Going to be another pass by the Warriors. Look for number 24. He's got him.
Oh,
and it's a fumble by Portage.
And Gavin Pizzala for Mount Horeb-Barneveld with the fumble recovery.
Oh.
Viking football.
And boy, does that change things drastically. Gavin Bazala on the fumble recovery for Mount Horeb-Barneveld, 23-14. Now the Vikings have the ball in the Portage Warriors' 46-yard line.
Yeah, I can just run out the clock now if they needed to, but as we saw last time they just tried to run out the clock, they just went down and scored again.
They'll take some points on the board instead, absolutely.
Nothing wrong with points on the board.
Maybe now it's time to slow it down if you like.
Yeah, it's just going to be a run to the right side for Beekner. It cuts back inside. He's going to get to the 43. The Warriors 43.
Yep, I think right here is where you start to slow down. If you're Mount Horeb, you have possession. Obviously, you want to keep the ball moving forward, right? Move the ball forward, but you know,
don't need to rush.
Absolutely, you can grab 4 or 5 yards per carry here, and you'll get there eventually, but run some time off the clock.
Yeah, if they could.
False start.
It looks
like on Matthews.
Yep, false start on Matthews there on the far side. It's going to drop the Vikings back another 5. You know, we saw this in Sauk last week, too. Both teams have been, I should say Sauk and Mount Horeb last week were incredibly jumpy. There was actually 6 times where there are back-to-back fouls from both teams. At some point, you need to just watch the ball.
Yep.
Looks like it's going to be another run for Beekner. He's going to cut the left side. He's got some room. And Schaller's even getting a block. What a guy.
Schaller got up there and blocked.
And that's going to be a first down, MHB. Good play by MHB.
And you see Colton Schaller was actually one of the leading blockers on that run. So
yeah, it just comes out of nowhere and makes an awesome block. Doesn't really do much by that time because he was pretty much down, but still pretty awesome to see a quarterback go make blocks. Doesn't happen very often.
That's the thought that counts, absolutely. 7:50 and counting here from Mount Horeb-Barneveld.
Yep, doing a decent job wasting the clock. Taking about almost 2 minutes off the drive so far.
Take all the time they need.
Drive that started pretty good field position around midfield.
Absolutely, 23-14. Mount Horeb-Barneveld leading Portage.
It's going to be a run for Owens. He's going to try to go all the way outside, and he's going to get to the 30.
Owens, the ball carrier.
Maybe give him the 29 if they're generous.
6.
Pick up of 5 on the play, 2nd and 5.
All right.
2nd and 5 here for the Vikings. 7:26 clock stopped. Ball sits at the 30-yard line.
It's going to be a run up the middle for Beekner. He's going to cut to the right side.
A couple of flags on the play.
Seems like it's going to be holding here against Mount Horeb-Barneveld. That one's going to come back.
Holding is the call against the Vikings.
Yeah, bring him back 10 yards after that call.
There are 2 holding penalties there against the Vikings. One will be obviously declined. I'll grab that second one.
They've burned quite a bit of clock so far, about 2.5 minutes. We're at 7:21. I think that's their goal just here in the fourth quarter, just put the game out of reach.
Yep.
Oh, and it's a fumble. Did Portage get on top of it?
Covered by Portage.
Covered by the Warriors.
Changes things a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. That's
still in reach for them, for sure, as a game.
Been a heck of a turnover game so far.
It really has been. It feels like every time a team gets any sort of momentum, it gets completely wiped out by a turnover or a major penalty. It's happened to both teams. You can't say it's anything extracurricular, but
yeah, for sure.
Definitely. See what MHB can do on defense now. Looking for number 2 again. Oh, and he stumbles.
A little bit of that I noticed on the field as they've been running. A couple of just people falling, like on that long play from Paul Matthews a couple of drives ago. There's just like a bunch of people just started slipping. It was a little weird.
It's yeah, the field must be starting to get a little bit wet, just damp. Not wet necessarily, just damp as the temperature starts to drop a little bit. 7:07 on the clock here, 2nd and 10. Portage from their own 43.
Looks like there's going to be a false start on the Warriors.
It's more
penalty flags. Put another one on the books. My goodness.
It's been a flat game.
It really has been, especially for false starts. Oh my goodness. Just like there isn't just a whole lot of cohesiveness from either team right now.
It's going to be Thompson scrambling out to the left, looking for a receiver.
Oh.
And it looks like it could be incomplete. Almost an interception by.
We're all holding our breath up here.
By Krantz.
It's hard to tell from here. So far away on the other side.
7 minutes on the clock here. 23. We're going to be. Man, we're going to be pushing 3 hours on this game here shortly. It's still 7 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, it's been a long one. Oh, it's going to be a low snap. They were able to get on top of it. And MHB didn't have the pressure, but then they get to him, and he's just going to toss it out of bounds.
4th and 15. Be interesting to see what they do here with 6:52 left.
Yeah, almost feels like they have to go for it.
You know, that's the thing. Yeah, this is a very, very tough spot for Portage. You almost have to go for it, but you cannot.
4th and 15.
Right, you cannot give the ball up at the 38-yard line of your own field. It's almost going to be an instant score. I think the right call is the punt, and it looks like they will.
See if they can get into their block punt here after that phenomenal defensive play.
Got it away. Pretty nice kick.
All the way to the 25. Steinhoff with the return. He's just going to go down right at the 34.
Looks like number 7 for Mount Horeb. Dylan Beckham is limping off the field a little. Didn't really catch what.
Yeah, he's been getting worked on off the field quite a bit this game. So
seen him sit down a lot over there. Have the trainers looking at him.
Yep. So it looks like he may just be tighter. We'll keep an eye on that one. But 6:43 is on the clock here. 23-14 is the score in this fourth quarter. Badgers small matchup. 2 undefeated teams here in the Gridiron 1 will come out victorious. Right now it's looking like MHB, but anything can change.
Yeah, for sure. I think if they get a score, they, for the most part, maybe they take a little time off too. Just make the game more and more out of reach, and make it really extremely tough for Portage to even attempt to make a comeback.
Yeah, see what MHB does on offense. It's gonna be a run. It's a good run by Buechner.
Yeah, not a bad run at all.
Started at the 34, and it looks like he'll march for a first down.
Yeah, he'll get the first down.
Tyler Buechner with the carry.
Good play by him. It looked like he was going outside, then he cuts back up the middle, and another strong run by him.
45 was 1st and 10 Vikings.
1st and 10 here for the Vikings. 6:30 and counting.
Mainly just looking to probably run out the clock now. Portage needs something to go really right now. Making it a 2-score game currently, so even if they were to score, they'd still have to get the ball back again and score. It's going to be a run by Owens that time to the left side. He's going to get 5.
Pick up a 5 on the play. 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 here for the Vikings.
Put him a little short of midfield.
Vikings going to take as much time as they can.
It's going to be another run of Beekner, and he's able to get some blocks, and he's all the way to the Warriors, 37. Good play by MHB.
Fantastic play there by MHB once again. Moving the ball, and that's exactly what they need to do. It's exactly what they need to do. Move the ball up the field, right? Grab some first downs, but then take the time off the clock. Clock starts running again here. Chains have moved. 5:24 left to go here in the game.
Just over 5 minutes left. Touchdown would probably put this game out of reach, you'd think. See what happens. It's being run a left side for Owens. And he's still going all the way to the 22. And there's going to be a late flag thrown in.
Looks like he was sliding down, almost giving up, and
finally getting that
came in and hit him a little.
Flag that they deserve. There's been a lot of late hits this game that looks like they're finally going to call one.
Personal foul is the call against the Warriors.
It will be that personal foul call as they officially mark it. It's going to move the Mount Horeb-Barneveld Vikings even closer.
Yeah. Put them at the 11, it looks like.
Start taking time off, but definitely as advance the ball, move forward.
Yep.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah, I got 4:53 left on the clock, just under 5 minutes.
And Mount Horeb's going to take a timeout. The clock wasn't running. They needed to regroup. Mount Horeb-Barneveld's going to take a timeout. We will as well. 23-14 is the score here in Mount Horeb. 4:53 left on the clock. You're listening to Vikings football right here on Wisco Radio.
The Grand Stay Hotel and Suites is a brand new hotel in Mount Horeb. The Grand Stay caters to business and leisure travelers and is ideal for individuals and families. In a convenient location near Madison, Grand Stay is also a great option for guests visiting neighboring Barneveld or Epic Systems in Verona. We offer clean, comfortable rooms, free hot breakfast, an indoor pool, hot tub, and a 24-hour fitness center. To see pictures, visit grandstaymount.horeb.com. Book online or call 608-437-5200 to make your reservation today.
Listen live on your favorite smart speaker. Just ask to play Wisco Radio.
Welcome back here to Wisco Radio. 4:53 left on the clock here, 23-14. Vikings over Portage.
It's going to be a run left side for Tyler Beekner, and he's going to march his way to the 3.
It looked like he was right there, but he's going to get tripped up inside the 5-yard line at the 3.
Uh-huh. They're just trying to use all the clock they can right now. Then I think they're going to punch it in for 6 if they can. The running on this drive has seemed to work a lot better than the previous drives. Maybe the defense is all exhausted, giving up hope on the game.
2nd and 3. Let's see, who's going to punch it in here for the Vikings? Is it going to be Owens or Schaller? We got options in the back.
It goes to Owens,
and he's going to
get
to the 1.
Doesn't quite get it. No, you're right. Doesn't quite get it. It's going to be at the 1.
And Beekner's going to check back on the field, just giving both running backs some chances.
Maybe not the worst thing in the world. Grab another 30 seconds or so off the clock.
For sure.
Exactly.
Portage is in a position right now where they definitely can't call their timeouts because they're waiting for that. They want to at least put up points first before they start using them.
Yep.
Mount Horeb-Barneveld.
Mount Horeb-Barneveld is going to take the timeout. I think they had to start. They were running almost too much time off the clock there. Officials were chopping to start going. They needed to run, and I think Schaller calls a timeout. We're going to take one as well here. 23-14 Vikings over Portage.
Farmers Savings Bank is proud of their community banking tradition. Farmers Savings Bank is committed to providing a high level of customer service and products to enhance the well-being of the communities they serve. Whether it is for a home, farm, land, or business loan, Farmers Savings Bank has money to lend. Be sure to call your local Mount Horeb Farmers Savings Bank today at 437-2265. Farmers Savings Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
This is Wisco Radio.
3:15 left here on the clock in Mount Horeb. 23-14. Vikings 1 yard away from making it 29-14. We got Buechner and Owens alongside Schaller in the backfield.
See if MHB is just going to try to score here. And it looks like it. Nobody touched him into the end zone. Tyler Buechner with a TD.
Absolutely no touching there on Buechner. He found a wide open gap, and Tyler Buechner gets another touchdown for the Vikings. 29-14 on the scoreboard.
Yeah, got to give big credit to that offensive line. Oh. Given that big a hole is it's one of the easiest game of their life.
It's it's a big hole when you can see it from up here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can see the daylight on the other side.
Yeah, they said they weren't going to let nobody touch their running back.
Not today. 29-14 is the score. 3:14 left on the clock, or 3:12, counting on the clock here. They're going to go for two.
A little of a high snap, and Schaller's going to scramble out left. He doesn't have anything.
It just runs out of bounds. Probably smart with the lead like this. Don't want to risk taking a big hit, getting injured or anything like that.
Yeah, there was nothing there. You didn't want to risk getting hit. So it's going to stay 29-14.
Going for two to try to make it a three-score game. Not quite there, though.
Not quite there, and Mount Horeb-Barneveld still has that two-score lead over Portage. And a great game by both folks. Portage having a good start. Within about a minute in the first quarter, they had 8 points on the board. Vikings answered in the second quarter. Portage took a 14-8 lead, though, in the third quarter after a missed point after, and kind of gave Vikings a little bit of time to run and to move. And now here we are, Vikings scoring 21 points here in this fourth quarter.
It's a good kick by Shelfeffer. And they couldn't get the tackle right away. Tries to truck his way through, and he'll get his way to the 30.
Oh, it's Krantz again.
Uh-oh. He's already been down once this game. Seemed to recover from that one.
Looked like he took a hard hit right there.
Hopefully he'll be all right.
Krantz is able to walk off, but he's going to need a little bit of help. It doesn't look fantastic. We'll keep an eye on that one. 29-14, hard hit to Krantz. I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to get put into the concussion protocol here. Either way, Portage is going to have another shot at it.
Yeah. Two-score game. They're going to need two scores pretty quick.
Oh, my
and they had a wide open number two. He stumbled for a second, cuts back inside, and he's still on his feet all the way to the 17. Jaden Kickert with a long reception.
Yeah, Jaden Kickert and Thompson have really been
on it all
They've been on it all game, absolutely.
First and 10 Warriors.
Out here like Rogers and Adams.
Yeah, it's starting to look like that. That was a fantastic read there by Thompson.
Yeah.
Oh.
Looks like number 7, Dylan Backham, just ran over one of their guys. Saw him on the ground.
Kicker, the intended receiver. Second and 10.
Incomplete pass there, stops the clock. 2:45, 29-14.
He's looking for number 12.
Catch.
It's going to be made by Sam Horn.
Yeah, he is going to get the catch.
Horn on the reception.
Rules it. That catch before going out of bounds.
First out of bounds at the 10-yard line. 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4 here for the Vikings, or excuse me, for the Warriors. Vikings on defense at their own 10-yard line.
And he's getting hit in the backfield. And number 2, Jaden Kicker, has a touchdown. Touchdown Warriors. They were able to get down that field pretty fast. Only 2:34 left on the clock.
And boy, now you have a game now. You have an absolute game. Now you have it's 9 points. Portage obviously has to go for, well, they probably have to at least go for 2 here.
They probably should.
They probably should.
Yeah, if they don't get it, it's going to be game.
Yeah. Portage does have 3 timeouts on the board still, so they'll be able to stop at least the clock 3 more times.
See if they can get it here.
What do you think about it? I don't know.
And he has the reception, but he's short. That's going to do it.
When you look at it like that, it doesn't look like going for 2 was that smart, because if you just kick the field goal, you worry about that 2-point later.
Yeah,
you worry about that later.
That's exactly what I was saying, or what I was thinking too. Is that
now you just kind of almost lost the game right there. You lost. Technically, think about it. You lost the game.
Yep.
Unless something happens, really.
Which we've seen our fair share of turnovers up here, so it's not uncommon here. 2:34. Unsuccessful point or 2-point conversion there from Portage. It's going to give Mount Horeb-Barneveld another shot on offense. Portage is going to have to stop the clock here. They got 3 timeouts on the board, 29-20. Still a 2-score game, though.
Yeah, see if they assume they just try to run out the clock.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Portage will go for an onside recovery here, an onside kick?
Won't be too surprised.
I think that's what they have to do. It's a 2-score game.
Yep.
It's like the only solution.
Feels like this fourth quarter's been going on forever.
Yeah, we're clocking in almost 45 minutes on the fourth quarter here.
Yeah.
It has been.
Got like an NFL football game going on.
Yeah, right.
Those are.
Feels like it.
I'm going to start running out of memory on our memory cards up here. We're not going to be able to replay these games anymore. That's all right. 2:34 left to go here in the fourth quarter. 29-20. It could be a lot worse. Could be raining. Could be cold. Beautiful night to be out here.
Oh, and it's an onside kick.
Oh,
I think Portage got it.
Is recovered by Portage. A successful onside kick.
Yeah,
2
one of the
Vikings down.
And it's not over yet, folks. Portage, obviously it's a 2-score game, so they're going to have to score quickly and try it again.
But it'd still be a 1-point game or a 2-point game, even if they were to score.
Yep.
And have to get another onside.
Yep. Yeah, so they have to score quickly here. They got 2:31. It looked to see the ball in the air quite a bit here this drive. 2:31, 3 timeouts.
Thompson looking for a deep pass. And he's going to get sacked. That's exactly what MHB needed right now.
Yep. Sack there for MHB. Is Portage going to use a timeout? There it is. I was going to say, if there's a time to use a timeout, it's right now.
Yeah.
They do use it. We're going to take one as well here. 2:14 on the clock. Portage a successful onside kick. They get the ball back at the MHB 48-yard line, 29-20. We'll be back with more Vikings football right after this.
Doctors Steve Samuelson and Lauren Taw are your local eye care professionals. Samuelson Eye Care provides the highest quality optometric care for both adults and children in a friendly, comfortable, and professional environment. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes, so contact Samuelson Eye Care at 437-3377. That's 437-3377 to schedule an exam today. You'll be glad you did.
Listen live on your favorite smart speaker. Just ask to play Wisco Radio.
Back here in Mount Horeb, 2:14 left to go. Successful onside kick from Portage gives them the ball back at their own 48, 2nd and 16.
I got 2:14 left on the clock. Thompson's looking short. He doesn't get out of bounds. He stays in bounds. They got to use their timeouts, don't they?
I think that's either going to be another timeout or they got to run the ball quick.
Looks like they're doing
that.
Looks
like they're hurrying up.
Yep.
Probably could have been a little bit more, either gotten a little more yards or gotten out of bounds, so that quarterback could have thrown it a little bit better.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not a great throw. Nonetheless, caught it.
He's got plenty of time. Oh, he gets in the backfield. Number 13, he's going to get out of bounds. Griffin Garrigan with the catch.
Yeah, but this is go time. You know, everybody's so worried about the clock. It's 4th down. 4th and 6, it looks like. 1:45 clock is stopped. 29-20. Portage doesn't worry about the clock anymore. They got to convert.
A little of a low snap, and Thompson finds a receiver right away. And number 24, he's able to break one tackle and get it to the 30.
They are going to convert, moves the chains.
Really got to hurry up this offense if they want to be able to.
Yep, as soon as the chains are set, they're going to need to snap, otherwise the clock's going to start. Chains are set, clock start, 1:35 and counting, there's the snap.
And Thompson is looking to the left side, and he's got him on the out route. Enough for the first down.
And the out of bounds, too.
Yeah.
So clock stops, 1:29.
They're really going to need a stop here. Looking like the game was being pulled out of reach, and going to make a one-score game if they can score here.
1st and 10, Warriors.
Oh, he's looking for number 12 in the back of the end zone.
He caught it.
And it's touchdown. Sam Horn. And that's going to make it a one-score game.
(26-29), 1:23 left. So Portage, I would assume, was just going to kick the extra point here.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, well, I don't think we've seen their kicker once tonight, have we?
We have not. We have not seen their kicker once tonight.
No.
See how he looks out here on the field.
And if there's a time to show it, it's going to be right now.
Uh-huh. If he were to miss this, they could just kick a field goal and be able to tie the game up. If he makes it, they could maybe possibly get the ball back, kick a field goal and win it.
Oh, they're lining up to go. Go for it.
They're going to go for 2.
Big body receiver on the outside, number 2, where they just like to run. And he doesn't
He
get
doesn't get it.
So the Vikings, yeah.
Still a 3-point game, so if anything happens, they tie. If he can manage to get a field goal.
Yep, so Portage has 2 timeouts here, 1:23. But what I can only assume is going to happen here is they're going to try an onside kick, obviously. Was successful once before. If they can do it again, Mount Horeb is going to be in very, very deep trouble.
Yeah, for sure. 2 really dominating offensive drives the last couple. If they get the ball back, you don't know what's going to happen. They played some really good offense in this 4th quarter. Portage has, and Vikings defense hasn't been able to stop it.
1:23 left to go here on the clock. 29-26.
It's going to have to be Portage, most likely going for another onside. The last one seemed to go their way.
Now let's see what they do here.
Just see if they go for the outside this time, right up the middle again. Mount Horeb wasn't able to pounce on it last time. They had 1 or 2 opportunities. See what happens here. It's going to be another short one. And it's recovered by MHB.
Mount Horeb said, I'll do it once, but we are not letting that happen a second time.
Oh, no.
121.
Yeah, 2 timeouts left, I think Portage does.
MHB just most likely needs to just run out this clock. Does Portage still have 2 timeouts?
Portage has 2 timeouts. Mount Horeb-Barneveld has 1, if it does matter, but Mount Horeb-Barneveld has 1 here. It'll be 1st and 10 Vikings at the 48-yard line. And
with just over 1:20 left.
Boy, you guys have seen some good football.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
We need to get you guys on the mic more often.
Yeah, apparently they're just the best games when we come.
Yeah, they really are.
Yeah.
121 here. Vikings going to get another shot at it.
It's going to be a run out the middle for Beekner. And he's going to get it a little past the 50 to the Warriors 49.
And there's the timeout call from Portage. We're going to take one as well. What could be the final drive here? We'll see. 1:14 left to go here in the game. 29-26, a close one in Mount Horeb.
Did you know that one of the top global providers of 3D printing and additive manufacturing services is located right here just outside of Mount Horeb? Since 2001, Midwest Prototyping has been creating parts and prototypes for companies worldwide. To learn more, visit MidwestProto.com. Midwest Prototyping proudly supports Mount Horeb students through internships, technical education programs, and athletics. Go Vikings!
Wisco Radio, the leader in Wisconsin prep sports.
Welcome back here to Mount Horeb. Mount Horeb successfully defending that onside kick. Giving them the ball back. 1:14 left to go here in the game. 29-26. Boy, has this been a lot closer than I think Mount Horeb-Barneveld anticipated coming into this fourth quarter. Scored 21 unanswered points into the last 2 minutes.
Oh, it's going to be a broken tackle by Owens, and he's going to get it to the Warriors 43.
Should be a first down. Not really close.
It's not going to be
not quite
a first down. It's going to be 3rd and short, but it's going to be timeout Portage. 1 minute on the clock here. Vikings need to get 1 first down, and that will wrap things up here from Mount Horeb. We'll stay here with you. Will, do you want to give us an overview of some of the stats here? More or less post game. Well, obviously things will continue to adjust.
Yep. It's right about now. Not as much, especially in the second half of passing attack from Mount Horeb. Colton Schaller only has gone 5 for 7 for 93 yards. That's a lot of rushing, though. A lot of rushing. Tyler Beekner, number 22, 12 rushes for 110 yards and a touchdown. Number 2, Trenton Owens, he's got about almost 9 attempts for 86 yards and a touchdown as well. And, of course, Colton Schaller going 5 for 84 and 2 touchdowns. A lot of rushing today.
It's going to be another run from HB, and they'll maybe get one there.
And for Portage, it's like the complete opposite in stats. Rushing has not really been there too much. Their leading rusher, number one, Eric Broet. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. He's got 9 for 42. That's about it. But their passing attack has been really good. Star quarterback Gavin Thompson, 13 for 17 for 172 yards and 2 touchdowns. And, of course, their star receiver's got 6 for 98 and 1 touchdown. And number 12, star receiver, number 2, Jaden Kicker. And also number 12, Sam Horn, he's got himself 4 for 50 and a touchdown. Not too bad. Really big passing attack from them.
Vikings taking their taking their final timeout. 16 seconds on the clock. They're able to drain a good amount of that. 16 on the clock though for the Vikings. 29-26. It's 4th and 2, so they're gonna need to get a first down here to wrap this up. If they don't, Portage
has
one play. They have
deep ball ability has been. I mean, you've seen it's really good. They got 2 really good receivers. Number 2 has just burned us on even out routes, but you look at him going deep. They killed us.
Yeah, Sam Horn has a few deep, nice routes.
And, you know, that's all the more reason why Mount Horeb-Barneveld needs to get this one here. Clock is stopped at 16. 29-26 is the score. Vikings can taste it. They just need 2 more yards to seal the deal.
A little bit of confusion on the sidelines.
Looks like Steinhoff is going to
check in.
Yep, Steinhoff is going to fall to the right of Schaller.
We got 16 seconds left on the clock. A first down would bring this game to an end, most likely. And it's going to be Owens on the right, right side, and he got it.
And some.
That'll do it for the game. First down for MHB. And that's going to run the rest of the clock out.
Yep, chains.
Looks like they already got chains.
Yep,
right.
chains will move as soon as they're set. 10 is going to run down, and that is going to be how this game ends. 29-26.
Mount
Horeb-Barneveld getting that victory tonight over Portage. Mount Horeb-Barneveld advancing to 4-0. Portage getting handed their first loss in the 2021-2022 athletic season. They're now sitting 3-1. Final score here from Mount Horeb, 29-26. Mount Horeb-Barneveld taking on Baraboo next Saturday at 4 o'clock. You can listen to Wisco Radio for full coverage of that one. But tonight, the final score, 29-26. For Will Imbus, Jack Goodwin, Blaine Bessel alongside with you here tonight. We thank you for tuning in. Once again, the final score from Mount Horeb. Mount Horeb-Barneveld 29, Portage 26.
Well, that's it for the broadcast tonight. If you missed any of the action live on Wisco Radio, you can always go back to wiscoradio.com and click on the Archives tab to listen to 24/7 on-demand replays of Mount Horeb Athletics. And now it's time to get back to regular